Welcome to the discussion of evening shift of 6th of April. So, in the morning shift we had seen that physics was scoring certainly, few questions were lengthy and I think 1 to 2 questions, not lengthy but a bit of calculations were there. And we have seen that units and dimensions, yes, this is the favorite topic, this was asked. Another question that was asked was from series RLC circuit. Okay, we all know that these topics are asked and again the same topics are asked. So, if you prepare those topics very nicely, you will be able to score very nicely. Then next was refraction on curved surface, okay, refraction on spherical surface, that was asked. We need to find magnification. Till now, which were easiest and toughest shifts, sir? Siddharth is asking. If I talk about physics, I think if I talk about physics, I think today's morning there were some questions which were a bit, you can say, good level. Otherwise, all the other shifts were very easy according to whatever questions we received on physics I am talking about. But still, physics is as usual, not much variation, and physics is scoring. Today also it was scoring a bit, you can say 2 to 3 questions were there which were good. And then there was a question on vertical circular motion. Now, vertical circular motion was asked, okay, very much by NTA, and till now I think this is the first question that we saw in today's morning shift on vertical circular motion. Electric field due to you can say semicircular ring 2k lambda by r. YDSC, again another question on YDSC, as we are again and again mentioning that yes, YDSC is very important, and till now we have seen I think 3 to 4 questions from YDSC. So, prepare YDSC very nicely. Then work done by electrostatic force, here it was asked, simple thing, integration of F dot dr there we need to find. Sir, do you give advanced exam marathon? Yes, we will plan for that. Venn graph generator bhi aaya tha, no, that is out of syllabus. How will be on 8th April, sir? Ashwin is asking. Ashwin, we expect like physics has to be as usual only, scoring, and yes, maths is lengthy by nature. Chemistry will be like moderate or easy, moderate to easy. Polarization, I think this is the second question that we are seeing on polarization till now. Okay, I naught cos square theta, that thing. So, second question on polarization that we are seeing, there was another question on Brewster's. Till now Brewster's I think there was one question, and polarization 2 questions. Friction is easy topic. Okay, so another question was there from friction, although the we can say that this was, you can say, whole system was accelerated, then we can use pseudo force method also, if you know, otherwise from ground frame of reference we could have solved that also. Then there was a question on SHM, another very simple question on SHM. Till now I have seen 2 questions on SHM. One was on physical pendulum and this was another question, and this was on just finding in how much time a particle will go from extreme position to a by root 2. Very simple, T by 4. Then there was a question on energy density due to magnetic field. So, a circular loop was there, at the center a cubical volume, very small cubical volume, and we need to find how much energy is stored in that. I attended only one, I am weak in math, attempted only one. Oh, please tell, maths was tough in that shift. Till now we have seen that yes, math is difficult and lengthy in most of the shifts. Sir, your daily routine was khao discussion, karo class, सो जाओ, खाओ डिस्कशन करो and then सो जाओ. Yes, actually yes, this is true actually, Anuj. These you can say from 2nd of April our routine is same, like khao and then come for the morning discussion, then khao, come for the evening discussion, and then so jao. Yes sir, there was a question from polarization on 4th April shift 2, yes. Then there was a question on Balmer series wavelength, Lyman series wavelength, you already know the formula. Zener diode, this is second question that I was seeing on Zener diode, second question. And then another question on Young's modulus. Young's modulus, I think this is not third even, fourth or fifth question that I am seeing on Young's modulus. Young's modulus is again and again and again asked. You see how many agains? So prepare Young's modulus very nicely. Not in much detail, like you just have to know the basics, how we write Young's modulus formula, okay, how we write the extension, that's all. Then work done in isothermal process. You already know the formula, that is 2 nRT, sorry, nRT ln V2 by V1 or P1 by P2. That formula we had to apply. Nuclear binding energy. Yes, a reaction was given and there we need to find the Q value for that reaction. Then there was a question on you can say cell combination. Yes, this was a third question that I was seeing on cell combination, parallel combination, third question on cell combination. And yes, these cell combinations, we can solve these questions by nodal analysis also. So I think whatever discussions I gave, I solved them by nodal analysis only, because that is a shorter method. Sir, tell me for April shift-1 cutoff. Asif is asking shift-1 cutoff 4th April. Exactly, I cannot tell actually. We need to discuss and then we can comment on that. Sir, how the blue coaching changes her teacher? Okay, what is the process of changing the teacher? The teacher, if a teacher wants to change, then they have to bring another teacher then. Sir, very good shift-1 liked it. Okay. So if any of you are just out of the exam hall, please mention how was the paper, the level of physics, chemistry, maths, and any of the question if you remember in physics, you can mention. I will take that for discussion now. There was one question on error. Till now on error, this was first question. Vernier caliper, I have seen one question. Units and dimensions, lot of questions we have discussed till now. But on error, I think this was the first question. Here we need to find the error in the density. Now, and another question was on, this was solid sphere is rotating. We know the angular acceleration, we can find the angular acceleration from the data, from there we can find the torque and all. Work done by gravity. Okay, work done question. Yes, work done is also important. I have seen from work energy power, work done is being asked again and again. Nahi sir, maths was not that good. Okay, if maths was not that good, yes, I can understand math is always lengthy. It takes time. So you have to wisely decide which questions you have to select from maths and solve. Work function ka dimensional analysis पूछा था. Anuj is mentioning. Work function is energy. Okay, so ml2t minus 2, the dimensional formula for work function is ml2t minus 1, because that is the energy. After session, please put important topics to cover. Lastly, please sir, we have multiple times mentioned the important topics, and yes, I am saying again and again that you go and download the PDF of these discussions. We mention important topics daily, but still go and download the PDF of these memory based discussions. Whatever topics are there from which the questions are asked, they are important topics. Hello Sumit sir, miss you a lot. Nikhil is mentioning. Hello Nikhil. Okay. After session, please put important topics. Yes, we put important topics. Sir, you are IITian. Yeah, I'm IITian. Okay. So we are thinking that yes, this shift also has to be as standard shift. Okay, maths has to be lengthy. It's the nature of maths. Chemistry easy to moderate, and physics also easy to moderate. And yes, physics is very scoring. So you can target more questions on physics as compared to maths, at least. Now soon we are fetching the questions from the students, and these questions are being typed. Soon I will take the discussion of those questions, and Dipendra sir and Gaurav sir will also join with us for the discussion of maths and chemistry part. What you think about 8th April shift 2? My music world is asking. So beta, don't think like that shift has to be difficult, that shift has to be easy. If somehow one shift is difficult, don't worry about that. Everybody is getting those difficult questions. Don't fear. Okay, and even if there are, let us take 2 to 4 questions are very lengthy in physics, they will not make the whole paper to be very difficult. Why you are worried about that? Even if two to three questions, or maybe skip those questions, do other questions first nicely. I am again and again mentioning that whenever you are starting your exam, start with the easy questions, because those questions will help you to gain confidence in the exam hall. In the exam hall, confidence plays a very important role. Even if you know everything, if, let us take, you are stressed out, or let us take, you are in anxiety in the exam hall, or let us say if there is something else, you are not able to focus in the exam hall, you will not get a good score. Okay, now what is the solution for all these type of things? Because these type of stuffs are happening again and again with many of the students. What is the solution is, gain confidence first. Out of 75, can you select 5 easy question or 10 easy questions? If you can select them and do them first, always, always. Okay, so now Gaurav sir is coming with questions on
Yes, guys. So I have got the first question from chemistry. So, how was your time, guys? How was your paper? Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. Okay. So again, Venn graph generator is here. Sir, start karo, beta. Start kar rahe hain. The first question: how to control pressure? I understand, beta. Do not control that pressure, because I guess, yes, I have received that question. So the question is, I guess, as okay, a simple chemical bonding question it is. So let me just get that question directly for you. By the time, if you students have given your paper on this attempt, then obviously put that question right there in the comment box, and obviously we can discuss that as well, how to control. So don't control your pressure, don't control your, the question is here: the highest met element bond oxygen bond order. Okay, X has to be the central atom. So obviously this is a simple chemical bonding question. So oxygen making two bonds with fluorine, sir, bond order is 1. Carbon making a double bond with O, but carbon has 4 electrons in its valence shell. Obviously, oxygen having excess of lone pair and a complete octet will rather coordinate electron, and therefore after formation the coordinate bond can be represented as a covalent bond. Just add a positive charge on the donor atom, and this guy will be having this extra electron in its atomic structure, thereby receiving a negative charge. Even if you do not know this, you can apply the basic MOT also. Here bond order is definitely 3. Here bond order is definitely 1. What about water? So water, just like OF2, water also has bond order 1. And talking about CO2, the perfect linear structure, the sp hybridized carbon will have bond order 2. So question is asking which is having highest bond order. So a easy peasy question, it is definitely carbon monoxide. This question was not there. So beta FF gaming, if you know the questions, then kindly put that question in the comment box, because these are the questions we are getting from the central team of ours. And like some of you students must have communicated that this was the question, and hence we are discussing. So let me see if I've got some more chemistry questions for you. F2O has F2O has 1.5 bond order, no? F2O beta, nahi beta, oxygen has 6 electrons in its valence shell. So in order to complete its octet, it will rather form 1 bond. So in order to have that partial double bond character, you need to have that resonance effect. So do you find any conjugate system? No, sir, because if you try to form that pi bond, nobody is having that extra orbital to accommodate that extra delocalization. So this is pure and simple bond order 1. Okay, so Deepen sir, maths is ready. So Deepen sir, over to you.
Okay, so here we are with our discussion on mathematics section. We have received the first question from mathematics, again an easy one. I discussed, or I saw somebody was writing that, sir, your routine must be getting up, taking the analysis, having lunch, and then going back home and sleep. Yes, that's exactly our routine is these days. And usually this is how we follow our rituals every day. Yes, good, 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 good. With that, now let's begin the discussion of this question. x square minus 8y, x and minus x. Something really simple and easy and absolutely doable. Let me draw this parabola first. I hope you can clearly see. When you talk about this parabola, y is equals to x square minus 8x. I hope you can see. When I take x common, you see it to be x minus 8. So the roots are going to be 0, 8. Upward facing parabola without any hesitation, and it will be having its roots going like this. Everyone comfortable with this? I hope there is no confusion on that. Even if I draw it, I don't have much scope to do much things here. Now, when I draw the other line means y is equals to minus x. So, if I try and find the point of intersection of x square minus 8, x is equal to, with this line, y is equals to minus x. So, x square, I hope you can see minus 7x is equals to 0. With that, the roots are going to be 0, 7. I hope you can clearly see x taken common. It will be this. So 0, 7 means what? Y is equals to minus x could be a straight line going like this, but since we have the liberty to draw it, I of course cannot draw it very properly, but yes, this is how your straight line y is equals to minus x looks like. So this will be intersecting it at 0, 0, and the other point will be x will be 7, so y will be minus 7, although both coordinates don't matter. Now let's talk about the region. Most of us must have cracked it already, that which region are we going to deal with. Even if you want to have it, I hope you can clearly see y is greater than this, which means the region which is inside the parabola. Y is less than this, which means the region below this line, which means here this is the region which we need to consider. Easy, absolutely doable. Hi sir, gave my JEE on 5th April, shift first, attended 45 questions here, memory based JEE paper, helped me a lot. Thank you. Thank you so much, Yogesh. We are also grateful, and we glad that such efforts are always validated and appreciated. Brilliant. Now here, when I solve this part, I hope it's absolutely easy and completely doable. What I do is upper curve minus lower curve. I hope you see upper curve is the straight line. So straight line is minus x minus lower curve. Lower curve is your parabola, which is x square minus 8x. And of course, the limits, if you wish to put, are going to be from 0 to 7. I hope you are comfortably getting it. Now here, I hope you know the integration part, or shall I tell you that as well? It is clearly going to be integration of minus x square and then minus x plus 8x gives you 7x. So this I am hoping that you'll do by yourself and get the final answer and mark the correct option. Everybody understood that? I hope we can move ahead with the second part, where I think Sumit sir probably must be ready. So let me see whether he is ready or not. So let me just get a confirmation from Sumit sir whether he's joining or not. And if he confirms, we'll be having Sumit sir on the screen in front of you. Okay, so Sumit sir is ready. I am ending. So going ahead with this.
Physics, and yes, this is a question on prism, minimum deviation, simple formula based question. Minimum deviation for an equilateral triangle. If equilateral prism, if this is an equilateral prism, it means what is the angle of the prism? 60 degree. And what minimum deviation for this is 30 degree. This is 30 degree. I need refractive index. What is the formula? Mu is equals to sine of a plus del minimum divided by 2 divided by sine of a by 2. This is the formula. Put it. This is sine of a is 60 plus 30 divided by 2 divided by sine of 60 divided by 2. What is this? Sine of 45. 45 means 1 by root 2. What is this? Sine of 30 means 1 by 2. So this comes out to be root of 2. So the refractive index is root of 2. Hi sir, gave my JEE on 5th April, shift 1, attended 45 questions, your memory based JEE. Okay, yeah, Yogesh, you had mentioned previously. Welcome if these discussions are helping you. And yes, I am again saying, I had previously mentioned from prism minimum deviation is asked. This is another question. Now if you prepare just the memory based questions only, it will help you a lot. Okay, so don't forget these questions, download the PDFs and solve these questions again from your side after the discussion. Okay, so now we'll have questions on chemistry. Let us see if Gaurav sir is ready. Yeah, so minimum deviation, when the minimum deviation happens, what are the conditions? R1 is equals to R2, that is equals to a by 2. Those things should be understood. Okay, how to use Snell's law at any of the surface of the prism. There are questions when the TIR happens on the other surface of the prism. Those things has to be done very nicely. Okay, so Deependra sir is joining with us. Okay, so Deependra sir, over to you.
Okay, so here we are with the another question from mathematics. This is again a simple question, a decent one, a straightforward one. Nothing much is needed to be done in this question. Let me just import this question and then we'll discuss this question as well. Here we are again, simple question, straightforward, doable. Absolutely, sir. Is this really today's question? Case Aravanan, yes. The kind of questions which we are receiving from our team, they work a lot in the background and they bring us these questions. They fetch the questions from students and then the DTPs, they type these questions, and then as soon as we get these questions, we start discussing them so that immediately the students start getting the questions for their upcoming shift. Immediately the students start getting the questions for their upcoming shifts. And of course, the ones who have attempted it may get the idea that how should they have gone for these questions. Yes, they are the actual questions. So some of this sequence, now if you pay attention to this, if you simply write the nth term or rth term, the job is done. So if I wish to write the nth term, I hope you can clearly see the first term has 1 square upon 1, second term is 1 square plus 2 square upon 2, third term is 1 square plus 2 square, 3 square upon 3. So I think the job is done. In the numerator, I hope you are understanding, it will be 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square until n square divided by what? Divided by n. Everybody getting this? Now if I ask you, once I start getting the questions, I may be in a better position to conclude. But Rishik, there are always 10 to 12 questions which are always doable. But you tell me, the students who are in the live today, do tell me, how was the maths paper? Was it easy? Was it tough? What is moderate? And was it lengthy? Of course it is lengthy, the nature of the subject. But still, you still can decide between easy and moderate and tough. So how was the paper? Now if I begin with this, I hope you can see, if I talk about the numerator, sum of squares of first n natural numbers, it is given by n plus 1, 2n plus 1 divided by 6, and the n is already there. So this n and this n are cancelled. So this is how you write the nth term, which when simplified gives you what? 2n into n, that's 2n square, then n into 1, then 2n into 1. So 3n, I think. This is 2n square, mind you. That's 3n. And then finally, the constant term is 1 whole divided by 6. So this is the nth term. So if this is the nth term, can you help me in writing it summation till 10th terms, right? So here, I'll simply say that summation I'll apply on Tn where n is ranging from 1 to 10. I hope no confusion on that. So 1 by 6 being the constant stays outside. Now when summation is passed inside, it will be 2 times summation n square plus 3 times summation n plus summation over 1. Everyone getting this comfortably? 2, 3, 1, n square, n in 1. And there it is reaching till the final value of n is 10. So the answer will be 1 by 6 times. I hope you're understanding 2 times. Sum of squares of first n natural numbers, that is of course given by n plus 1, 2n plus 1 by 6, as we have already discussed. So n plus 1, 2n plus 1 divided by 6 plus 3 times sum of first 10 natural numbers n plus 1, n plus 1 divided by 2 plus 1 added 10 times gives you 10. I hope you are comfortable and pretty confident with this calculation. Can you do that calculation part by yourself? Once you do this, the answer will be yours and you can mark the correct option correctly. With that, any confusion on that? Easy it was, doable, and within 10 to 20 seconds you could do it. I hope it was not much time taking. So there are always 4 to 5 questions which you can do within 30 to 40 seconds if your speed and accuracy is good. Of course, there are certain questions 4 to 5 which take 2 to 3 minutes, and there are certain questions which take 5 to 6 minutes. So this is how in 3 passes of mathematics section you can always attempt 12 to 15 questions in the worst case scenario. Everybody getting this? So yes, now Gaurav sir is ready. I am ending so that he joins. Let me just get a confirmation from it. So once he confirms, I'll be ending it from my side. Let me just get a confirmation. Once Gaurav sir confirms, I'll be joining. Okay, so ended.
I'm audible and you are back. So Yogesh, thank you very much for that comment. I was watching that comment. Hi sir, gave my JEE on 5th of April, first attempt, attended 45 questions. Your memory based JEE papers helped me a lot. Thank you sir. Yogesh, these words actually encourage us to come again and again with whatever content and from wherever maximum possible questions we can offer. But yes, to all those students who say, sir, ye question nahi tha, ye question nahi tha, beta, obviously these all are the questions which students like you are helping us to make that this was asked. Nobody can remember all those 75 questions. They have gone to attempt those questions. Hello, sir. Okay, Bomu, how was your paper? I guess you also had your paper today. So I'm having this one more question from chemistry. A very simple question from coordination complexes. The question says, by the time Bomu, Yogesh, you can put in your doubts if you have. The simple question which says you have to just go through the hybridization state of nickel in the various complexes. Nickel, sir, we know this is 4s2, 3d8. Why? Remember the rhyme, Shakti, Walker, Man, Fe, Ko, Ni, as in 8 fingers, so 28. Now, here nickel is in zero oxidation state, so this is a neutral complex, and because carbonyl is a strong field ligand, so once you just have to tell the hybridization state and the number of unpaired electrons, rather don't go for that splitting. Just go by, if ligand is strong, then forced pairing will take place. So these 4s electrons will be dragged inside, and this will have complete 3d10, I mean the splitted 3d10 completely filled. And because it will be filled, so in order to accommodate the 4 incoming ligands, the hybridization will definitely be sp3, forming the outer orbital complex with no unpaired electrons. So obviously it will be sp3, so only one option is cancelled. Now here nickel is in +2 oxidation state, so the 4s electrons are gone, so this is 3d8. And ammonia, remember some students were asking yesterday, sir, how to say that if ligand is small or weak. Beta, the crystal field splitting do not only depends upon nickel, upon the metal ion, or neither the ligand. It is a combined effect, because CFT says that the metal ion acts as a positive point charge and the negatively charged ligands, so that's an electrostatic force of attraction, rather not a covalent, not a covalent bond formation. So they consider the formation of coordination compounds as a result of electrostatic force of attraction. So obviously polarization power of cation and polarizability of anion, the ability of anion of the ligand to give electrons, everything matters. So ammonia generally acts as a strong field ligand, but with Ni+2 having coordination number 6, it acts as a weak field ligand, and hence because this is 3d8, so this no force pairing is taking place. That means, okay, because we just have to identify hybridization, so why bother making this 1 2 3 4? So this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. That means, sir, no D is available, so outer orbital complex will be formed, hence hybridization will be sp3d2. I am explaining everything, that's why I'm taking time, else it is a simple NCERT basic fact. So hybridization is sp3d2, so this may be correct. Yes, I'm sorry. I have written correctly. Why I'm sorry? No, I'm not sorry. So this is just wrong. So I can either have answer between 1 and 2, 2 and 3. Talking about the last complex. Now here also nickel is in +2 oxidation state, but now this is a strong field ligand. And this strong field ligand will rather induce the forced pairing. Therefore, the one electron will be forced inside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the unpaired electron is pushed inside, making this D available. So this D inner orbital will be used. How many more orbitals I require? Only 3, because coordination number is 4. So this is simple square planar DsP2 hybridized. Option is beautifully option 3. I'm explaining everything. That's why I took time in your paper. You would, yes, definitely Zeus add. This is an easy one. Beta, as Bomu, as per my opinion, paper was in the morning also, it was quite easy for chemistry is concerned. Yes, you have to invest some time in reading the theory based question. You have to invest time in calculations in a few questions. So I would rather say moderate, but on a easier side of moderate. So this is it. I mean, from my side, the cutoff is going to be good. So if you are planning to have 99 percentile, you have to work. Now let's see. Okay, so Sumit sir is ready for you with more physics question. So I'm ending from my
Next few questions in physics. Another pulley problem question from laws of motion. This is the second question that we are seeing on pulley problems. Let us see what is mentioned to us. If the system given below is released from rest, find speed of 6 kg block just after hitting the ground. Now this 6 kg block will start from rest with some acceleration. What is that acceleration? We don't know. Let us find that. Acceleration is equals to total pulling force. Here it is 6g, here that is 2g. So 6 minus 2 into g divided by the total mass 6 plus 2, that is 8. Okay, so that is 4g divided by 8, which comes out to be g by 2. It means this block will go down with an acceleration of g by 2. In 6 meter, what speed it will gain? So v square minus u square is equals to 2s. So v square is equals to 2 into acceleration g by 2 into the displacement, that is 6. So this is this and this is getting cancelled. So this comes out to be root of 60. How much is that? Let us see. This is root of 60, 7.74 meter per second. So we got second as our correct answer. Is physics moderate? Physics is easy to moderate. What is opinion about today's morning shift? Yes, physics was easy to moderate in today's morning shift. The electric field for a given electrostatic potential field at point 2, 3 is, this is the potential. This is capital V actually. This is how the potential is varying. How we can find potential from the electric field? We know, sorry, how we can find electric field from the potential? E is equals to minus of del V by del X I cap, del V by del Y J cap, del V by del Z K cap. Now write it, del by del X of, this is 5x square minus y square, 5 of x square minus y square I cap, plus del V by del Y, again write it as 5 into x square minus y square j cap. Z is not there, so anyways that is 0. Now if you partially differentiate it such that y is constant. If y is constant, what it will become? 10x here, isn't it? 10x I cap. If y is constant, this differentiation is 0, this will become 10x. Similarly, here, now when you differentiate with respect to y partially, x is constant. When you differentiate, it will become minus of 10y. So this is minus of 10y j cap. Okay. I need at point 2, 3. Now put 2 and 3. So this is minus of, put x as 2. So 20 I cap minus, put y as 3, 30 j cap. So this comes out to be minus 20 I cap plus 30 j cap. This is the electric field. Minus 20 I cap plus 30 j cap, the first option. So do you think the pulley question will be there for 28 shifts as it was there for every shift? Second, I think second of 8th you are talking about. It may be there, it may not be there, but at least you know this is an important topic from where NT is asking question, at least prepare them. Okay, we cannot 100% tell you this question will be there in your paper, but we can say these are the important thing, at least these many questions out of that you will get. So many important topics you have seen. Okay, you will get questions from there, no doubt about that. Yes, prepare like that. So do you think the pulley, okay, I replied that. Sir, find the error in volume of sphere if diameter has error 2%. If diameter has error 2%, for radius also has diameter error 2%, so volume will have 6% error then. If this was the question, the answer is 6%. Yes. Okay, now we will have question on chemistry. Okay, Deependra sir is joining. So let us welcome Deependra sir with questions on maths.
So here we are with another question of mathematics. I hope you can see it very clearly on the screen. Let's get started with this question. So the question says x cube mod x plus 1 upon x square mod x plus 1, that is there, minus 1 to 1, it needs to be integrated. What I do here is, first of all, I'll split it. So how do I split it? X cube part I keep aside and mod x plus 1 I keep aside, because I'm seeing odd and even part because I'm saying minus a to a. So odd and even, I hope you remember, when it is x cube upon even, x square plus mod x plus 1 is an even function. So odd upon even is odd. Minus 1 to 1 of an odd is clearly 0. So this part vanishes. But I'm still left with what? Mod x plus 1 upon x square plus x plus 1 from minus 1 to 1. This is clearly an even function because this is even, which means what? Even if you put a mod over here, that was a mod. So it is even upon even, which is an even. So even from minus a to a always is double of 0 to a. I hope I'm using these properties. So it will be double of 2 is there, 0 to 1, and that 2 I multiply with this mod x plus 1. And from 0 to 1, mod x will be x, so I write that as x. So mod x plus 1 becomes 2x plus 2 in the numerator, and it is x square plus x plus 1. But what I now see is that here, x square plus x plus 1 when differentiated gives you 2x plus 1. But it is 2x plus 2. So this 2x plus 2 I'm splitting into two parts. This 2x plus 2 I'm writing as 2x plus 1 plus 1. I hope you are comfortably understanding what I'm doing here. So with that, what I get is, sir, x square plus x plus 1 when differentiated gives you 2x plus 1. So this when I take as t, it will be dt. I hope you're understanding. So it will be dt upon t, which is ln mod of t. So integral of this will be ln mod of under root mod of x square plus x plus 1. Everyone comfortably understanding it. And the limits are from 0 to 1. No confusion on that. Now let's talk about this part. In the denominator, I'll try to convert it into a perfect square. So when I wish to do that, I hope x square is there as it is. X I multiply by 2, so I got to divide it by 2. Sir, I thought it was box of x. How can you think Jews if it is not mentioned? It is not written over there properly mentioned. So here it will be what? It will be clearly be 2 into x into 1 by 2, 2ab. With that I need b square as well. So from this one, if I have this 1 by 2 square, which is 1 by 4, so I'll have 3 by 4 because 1 minus 1 by 4 is 3 by 4. 3 by 4 I can write as root 3 by 2 whole square. So this expression, first of all, let's talk about this expression. So here integral of this will be log, when you put the limits, 1 1 1, that is log of 3, that is log of 3 minus log of 0 0 1. So log 1 is 0, so that vanishes, plus when I talk about this part, so this is from 0 to 1. I hope you are paying attention here. Dx, this is x plus 1 by 2 whole square. This is x plus 1 by 2 whole square plus root 3 by 2 whole square. So this is clearly x square plus a square form. I hope you do understand this. And what do we know for x square plus a square? 1 upon a, tan inverse x upon a. So this ln 3 stays out like this. Then 1 upon a. 1 upon a is 1 upon root 3 by 2. That is 2 by root 3. I hope you remember tan inverse x upon a. What is x? X is actually x plus 1 by 2, and upon a means root 3 by 2. Comfortably getting this, everyone? And the limits which I'm supposed to put here is 0 to 1. Everyone with me on this? If I wish to simplify this, you will simply simplify this 2x plus 1 by 2 root 3 by 2. So that by 2 gets cancelled. 2x plus 1 by root 3. This will be 2x plus 1 by root 3. So it will be 2x plus 1 by root 3. And with that, I think we do have the answer. This is ln 3 plus 2 by root 3 is out there. When you push 1 here, it is 3 by root 3. So that is of course root 3. So this is tan inverse of root 3 minus, when I push 0 here, this is 1 by root 3. So this is tan inverse 1 by root 3. Will you help me with tan inverse root 3 and 1 by root 3? I hope that's something easy. 60 degree, 30 degree. So 60 degree minus 30 degree is 30 degree, which means pi by 6. So your answer will be ln 3. Your answer will be ln 3 plus 2 by root 3 times pi by 6. Pi by 6 means this 2 cancels that, and it is pi by 3 root 3. I think option B will be the correct answer. Everybody understood this? Some people are saying skipped it. Why? Why do you skip these questions? This was that doable question which you all should have attempted, right? With that, let me invite either Gaurav sir or Sumit sir, whoever is available, so that they join and take you further with chemistry part. So Gaurav sir is there, and once he confirms, I'll be ending it from my side and he'll be there with you all. So I think Gaurav sir is probably joining in a while. By the way, you tell me, how was your paper, students? Did you all enjoy doing this? Did you all like doing this paper? Mathematics section specifically. How was it? How was your experience? All the participants, do tell me. Was it easy, tough, or moderate? How was the paper, students? Great. So Gaurav sir has confirmed I am leaving. He'll be
रहा था. So NTA official agency, a very interesting name rather. Okay, so I hope that I'm audible and visible to all those students. So I have that Arrhenius question for you, Mr. Agency. But yes, before that, let us first discuss this biomolecule question. I mean, I would not say biomolecule, a combined question, and this is NTA is doing that. At least you do not have to leave any chapters. Just go through all the chapters, and then question will be quite attemptable for you. Navdeep is saying, sir, my shift is on 8th of April, second shift. Any last minute tips? Beta, revise. I mean, just attend this discussion wherever you are feeling you are not comfortable. Revise those areas today also, because those 15-minute session has worked for few students, and they were asking to put forward that, because I made that quick video for organic chemistry. So today also for in PWJ English, go to the videos section. I mean, in the evening only we have given some chemistry videos which you can revise with. I guess in a 30-minute video you can do like 30 questions, 32 questions I have discussed. So it helps to revise. So revise as much as you can. Math is tough, yes beta. I mean, as expected, it has to be not tough beta. Conceptually it's not tough, but yes, you have to step by step do the calculations, also be vigilant also that what you have to apply in this particular line. So obviously it is always challenging, and that's why we are JEE aspirants, so we are supposed to do that. Now coming to this question, it is giving you, sir, this is classic glucose. So when this classic glucose is treated with red phosphorus and excess of HI, so red phosphorus plus HI will be reducing this glucose. And definitely we know through these reactions only we have predicted the structure. Yes, Harsh is saying 6. You are correct beta, because now you will be getting 6 carbon hexane, because this is simple reduction. Now on application of vanadium pentoxide at an elevated temperature, sir, this is classic case of cyclization also, dehydrogenation also, and a perfect benzene ring is formed. I guess day before yesterday they have asked about formation of toluene with heptane. Now they are asking aromatization using hexane, so benzene. So that's why it really helps to come to these live discussions. And at last you are doing benzoyl chloride in presence of this Lewis acid anhydrous AlCl3. So benzoyl chloride, as in benzylic carbon, is the carbon next to benzene ring. So phenyl group, then this is benzylic carbon, and to which I am attaching is chlorine. So this will rather be removed using anhydrous AlCl3. So chlorine will be gone, a positive charge will be coming over here, and benzene ring will be doing this electrophilic aromatic substitution. So one benzene ring I'm having on left side. This is my CH2. Obviously the similar benzene ring I'll be having on this side. Now why I'm not making this benzene ring? Because the question is asking you to tell me, I mean to tell the question, what are the number of pi cloud. So this is 1, 2, 3, and similarly 1, 2, 3. So one benzene ring has 3 pi clouds, another one has also 3 pi clouds. So total number of pi clouds which you have to tell in the product is definitely 6. According to Suryansh Kumar is saying, sir, previous question, ammonia act as exception as a weak field ligand. Beta, yes, I have explained that also, that with generally ammonia act as a strong field ligand, but with Ni+2 it generally acts as a weak field ligand. So yes, if it helps you, so you can say that's an exception, but ultimately the plus minus attraction is obviously decided by, sir, electrostatic force of attraction is K, Q1, Q2, that means both the charges decide, no? So similarly metal ion also decided the polarization power, and ammonia also, and the ligand also decides. So once ammonia gets that attraction with Ni+2, the splitting is not that large. So if you say that that's an exception, although I've given a conceptual reason behind it, but yes, ultimately you have to remember that. Okay. Chad is saying, sir, lone pair also asked. Beta, then if lone pair were also asked, then in this case you were not having lone pairs, because that this methane having these biphenyl group is definitely not having any lone pair. Chalo. Next question beta. Next question is from chemical kinetics. No, it is pi electrons. Beta, if the question is saying, if the theory is saying pi electrons, not the pi bonds, then obviously answer will be double of this. Answer will be double of this, because 6 into 2, then it will be 12, because 6 pi electrons over here, 6 pi electrons over here, so answer will be 12, not 14 beta, है ना? Because pi electrons is 6 into 2, that means 12. Moving to the next question. The next question is a simple question. Yeah, the one was writing, sir, Arrhenius, this is the question from Arrhenius equation. From Arrhenius theory, we know rate constant K is equal to the pre-exponential factor A into e raised to the power minus of activation energy upon universal gas constant into temperature. You just have to compare, and obviously by comparing you will get this idea that minus EA upon R is actually replaced by, okay, this will be, I guess, minus, this is a printing error, this will be minus 2800 upon, this will be beta, not R, this is T. So this is a printing error, minus 2, because obviously, because they are giving this, that temperature is in Kelvin, this is signified with this K, and because this is T, so I'm not writing this T, but yes, this, instead of this minus EA upon R, I'm getting this value, which is minus 2800. So this is gone. So activation energy is nothing but 2800 multiplied by R. R you can either write 8.314 if you are reporting answer in joule, or you can write approximately 2 if you are reporting answer in calorie, because options you are given in kilocalorie also and kilo, okay, you are given option in kilocalorie also and kilojoule. So you just have to do the calculation. Sir, इस क्वेश्चन में 28,000 था, तो बेटा if there is 28,000 then you include one more zero. I mean, whatever it is. Okay, let us just do this with 2800. Let's see, we are finding answer. So 2800, I'm just doing this because students are very much concerned, or else calculate. Beta, if it is as per the data we have got, as per the options we have made, for those students who are saying the sir 28,000 tha, then obviously you can do the calculation. The value will, the decimal will be replaced 1 unit. And if you do just this calculation, you have to put value of R as 8.3. Then you will get this answer by dividing by 1000, because answer is in kilojoule. So you have to divide it by 1000, hence it will be coming in kilojoule. So in kilojoule the option will match, and obviously you will get your answer. Yeah, in calorie beta, R in terms of calorie is approximately 2 calorie, the R value of R is taken as 2 calorie per mole per Kelvin. I hope we are clear with this. Moving to the next question. Yeah, so Suryansh is saying, okay, Suryansh is saying maybe he's saying answer is 232 because 28,000. Yes, beta. In that case, you have to move the decimal one place ahead, so that 23.2, this will become 233. For that, you just have to do the calculation as well. So if it is 28,000 beta, and if you are very sure about it, then obviously answer will, the calculation will proportionally modified. Moving to the next question, beta. Sir, calorie value be given in the question? Beta, generally it is given. Generally, they give the value of these constants. If not, then you have to memorize them also. है ना? चलो, moving to the very easy question from periodic table. The question says, in a period, ionization energy of the extreme left and electronegativity of the extreme right element respectively. You do not have to know the consider the noble gas. Then the question is making very easy. Why? Because we know both ionization also and electronegativity also, they have the same trend. What is the trend? So trend says, as down the group, as you move down the group, so moving down the group, atomic size increases, and because of atomic size increases, distance between nucleus and valence electron increases. So rather it becomes easy to give electron. Taking electron, electronegativity, non-metallic nature, all these things decreases. And similarly, if you move along the period, obviously these things increases. So trend for both are same, and yes, there is an exception that this periodicity happens till group 17. Why? Because inert gases are inert. They do not follow such trends. So the question is also telling you do not consider them. So this is becoming very easy. So extreme left will be having the lowest value of both of them, and extreme right will be having the highest value for both of them. So obviously answer will be lowest and highest. A very easy question, I would rather say. Okay, this is it from chemistry side. So let me see if I have some more questions. No, Sumit sir is ready for you. So Sumit sir, over to you.
Next set of questions in physics, easier questions. This is on error. The percentage change in radius of the sphere is 2%. The change in the volume of the sphere is. How they are related? The volume is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Yeah, 4 by 3 pi r cube. So if from this relation I write delta V by V, it will be 3 times of delta R by R. Okay, I need in percentage, multiply both sides with 100, 100, 100. So percentage in volume is equal to 3 times the percentage change in the radius. So this comes out to be 6%. Answer comes out to be 6. I attempted 43 questions. Okay, good. 6 is the answer. Yes, easy. Yes, very easy question. Show me the hardest question, please. We are getting the questions. You can see till now what we have discussed. Sir, 5th April, first shift में maths में 99 कितने? Okay, this is for maths. Next question. This is for Q value. Binding energy of the nucleon, this and this per nucleon are given like this. Find the energy released during this nuclear reaction. Q is equals to the total binding energy of the product. What is that? How many number of nucleons? 4 into binding energy per nucleon 7 minus the total binding energy of the reactants. Okay, this is twice. Okay, here there are 2 nucleons, here there are 2 nucleons, total 4 nucleons into binding energy per nucleon 1.1. So this comes out to be 28 minus 4.4. This is 23.6 mega electron volt. First option. Sir, it was diameter but doesn't change answer. Yes, Kavya is saying, yeah, it will not change answer. So, students are mentioning that instead of radius, it was actually diameter. Okay, yeah. Percentage change in radius is equal to percentage change in diameter. So, answer will not change anyhow. Sir, how do we know if it is a general error question with negative error too? Okay, in the question, if they are talking about this is increased by this percent, this is decreased by this percent, then you have to take with positive negative sign. If they are only asking about error, nothing else is mentioning, take the maximum possible error, means all the positive signs. I attempted 65 questions. Oh, that's great, that's great. Okay, now let us end this. So, I think, yeah, Deepen sir is.
So here we are ready with another set of questions. Let's look at this one. What does it say? Value of x for which sine inverse is equals to cot inverse of. I think the only thing which you should have done is tried the options. Right straightforward here from the options only you should have done this question. Don't even go for the solution. If you want to, we can. But I'll simply say, why are you not trying the options? I hope you can see this clearly. Or if you are not comfortable with the options, convert one of these into sine inverse so that you'll be more comfortable. Let's say this one. So let's say for a while, I'll take cot inverse of 2 root x as theta for a while. So I hope you are understanding. Cot theta will be 2 root x. So with that, if I see a right angle triangle here, which has a theta here, cot is base upon perpendicular. So this is 2 root x. So this will be 1. So of course, hypotenuse will be 4x plus 1 inside and under root. So it will be 4x plus 1. So if I wish to write theta here, this is theta, but in terms of sine inverse, if I wish to write, so on the left hand side, it is sine inverse of 2 by 3 under root over 1 minus x square, and here it will be sine inverse of, sine inverse will be perpendicular upon hypotenuse, so 1 upon under root 4x plus 1. Now, instead of solving it, sine inverse can be nullified. I'll question wrong, answer 1 by 2. Why Swati Pathak? What was the question? Wrong data. Okay, maybe. But what was the correct data? Can you tell me the data here? What was the data? If you do remember, we'll rectify it. Don't worry about that, Swati Pathak. Of course, I also got this, that such silly question cannot be asked by JEE, but yes, sometimes they do. So here, I hope you can simply see that you can verify it with one of the options. So let's say if I try as option A, sine inverse, I'm not bothered by. So here, even if I'm bothered by any of these, I'll check it with the principal domain by putting it here, but that need not be done. So 1 by 2, if I try here, 1 by 2, 1 by 4. 1 minus 1 by 4 is 3 by 4. 3 by 4 will be 2 into root 3 by 2. So this is 2 into 3. This is going to be 2 into 3 in the here. Now what about this part? If I try 1 by 2 here, this is 1 upon. 1 by 2 means what? 1 by 2 means 4, that is 2. 2 plus 1 is root 3. So I think it matches because this is also root 3 only. So yes, 1 by 2 is the correct option. Okay, somebody is saying the data was incorrect. Okay, we totally get this. This is a memory-based paper. So sine inverse 10. Okay, do tell me which part is needed correction. If there is some correction, I'll definitely rectify it. With that, when I move towards the next question, again a simpler one, again an easy one. This category of question we have seen in the January attempt as well. The same kind of question here. How do we solve this? First of all, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 3, 3, 3. And matrix B is defined as a to the power 99. So when A's higher powers are taken, which means there will be some cancelification. So first of all, you look for the pattern, a power 2, a to the power 3, a to the power 4, but that takes a lot of time or effort. So there I suggest that convert it into a matrix plus an identity matrix. Why? Because I can see some scope of it getting converted into an identity matrix. So how do I do it? Let me show it to you here. A matrix I'm writing as 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. So that part I split here as an identity matrix. So here I'll be left with 0, 0, 0, 3, 0, 0 and 3, 3, 0. So that's matrix plus an identity matrix. This is also how I could have written the matrix A as. With that, this matrix I'm treating as C. So I am getting A matrix as C plus I. Now, when you talk about a to the power 99, I'll apply binomial expansion on C plus I whole raised to the power 99. So I'll be requiring C to the power 2, C to the power 3, but that's the catch here. With this C's higher power, yes, that's exactly Kavya. That's exactly Kavya Arora. That's exactly what I'm suggesting. So when you take C square, this into this, so when you perform this multiplication, which I have done meanwhile, yes, I had idli Sonali today. I luckily or coincidentally had idli today. You're so obsessed with asking about idli. Every day you have so much time in your life to spend with us, and you constantly keep us asking about idli. Yes, we did had idli. Thank you so much for being so considerate. I hope we can block you now. With that, I hope this part and this part when multiplied give you a 9 here. And when you try and find C cube will be C square into C. So when you do that multiplication, yes, you'll be left with 9 in the left bottom. So C cube will be 0. So I hope you're understanding when you wish to find. Yes, also, okay, no worries with that. So finally, now when I start working on a to the power 99. So when I start working on a to the power 99, that is nothing but I plus C to the power 99. So I hope in the original question it was 9. No worries, okay, no worries with that, Kavya. If we have gotten this data, let me work on this because I have done a lot of calculation meanwhile when Gaurav sir and Sumit sir were taking the questions. So here, I'll simply say a to the power 99 will be, I hope you remember, 99C0, that's 1 into I to the power I raised to any power will be I. With that, this will be 99C1 into C to the power 1, then 99C2 C square, and the higher powers of C will be C cube, C to the power 4 and so on, and they all will be in the null matrices. It doesn't matter. So I was also joking, Sonali. I did not block you so far, but when you constantly keep on asking about idli, right? And by the way, thank you so much for being so considerate about our health. No worries, Kavya. We get this. We get this. No worries with that. With that, when I go ahead with this, a to the power 99 is identity matrix plus 99C. C we already have received 330, but 99 gets multiplied to them. And then 99, 98 by 2. So 98 by 2, that's 49. So it is 49 into 9 into C square. So C square had 9 in the left. So it will be this. I am not doing that calculation. But what are we asked, sir? We are told B is a matrix which is a to the power 99 minus I. So if there is a matrix B, there is a matrix B which is a to the power 99 minus identity matrix. So this identity matrix should be subtracted. So this is your B over here. This is your B over here. So all you need to do is perform some calculation. What is that calculation? This, which is going to be a single value, and this. You need to do that much calculation, right? So when you do that calculation, add these two matrices, I hope you will get these elements, B31, B32, B21. So I hope you're understanding when you add these them, when you add both of these, B31 will be this and this plus this. B32 will be this plus this, and B21 will be this. So of course, what you need to do is this plus this divided by this. So I hope you're comfortably understanding. What do we need? What do we need? This 99 into 3 plus 49 into 99 into 9 whole divided by B21, that is 99 into 3. So I hope most of you must be getting it very clearly that first of all 99, 99, 99 vanishes. Even this 3 and this 3 vanishes. So your answer will be 49 into 3 plus 1. 49 into 3, that is 50 into 3, which is 150. 150 minus 3, that is 147, plus 1 is 148. Am I making any mistake? 147 plus 1, 148. So I think 148 is the answer. Am I making any mistake? 99 into 3 is getting cancelled. 99 is getting cancelled. This 3 cancels that 3 times. 49 into 3 is what I'll getting. Yes, 49 into 3 is what I'll get. So it should be 148, maybe a typing error. 149. Why 149? Am I making any mistake? 49 into 3. That is what? 147, but plus 1. So that is 140, 148. Why would it be 149? Where am I committing the mistake? Yes, sir, those short questions you taught, were they actually asked like the same type? Not exact question, but like the type. Yes, Navdeep, thank you so much for being so thankful, I'll say. B31 minus B21. Okay, so you're saying it was minus. B31 minus. Okay, so if it was minus, in that case also, okay, so I'm making a mistake. This minus this. Okay, so in that case, yes, the answer will be, I'll just simply make that correction. If it was B31 minus B21 upon B32 original. Okay, Tejaswat Vishal Naik, thank you so much for that correction. Let me just go ahead with that calculation. So if I go ahead with this, B31 minus B21 minus B21 divided by B32. Okay, let me do that. So B31 will be this plus this. This plus this means what? 99 into 3. I think 99 ultimately vanishes. So ultimately 99 I'm not writing. So B31 will be this plus this, right? 99 ultimately vanishes. So I'll be writing it as 3 plus 49 into 9. I hope no confusion on that. Minus B21. So B21 will be this, B21 will be this. 99 has already vanished. So I'm writing this 3 over here. Divided by B32. So what is B32? B32 is this 99. Oh, sorry, this is not 30. This is 99 into 3. So 99 has already vanished. So it will be 3. So this 3 and this 3 has already vanished. So you're left with this 3. So 49 into 3. That leaves you as 147. That will be the final answer. If that was the final. Yes, Kavya Arora, I got this. If it was 9 at the bottom, I am not getting it. Where was it 9? Where was that 9? In which part? With C square, or where? So if that was the data, yes, 80 easy in maths, that's good. 149 is the answer as per that data. But as per this data, the answer will be 147, which is the corrected version suggested by Vishal Nayak. So can I move ahead from here? Great, great, great. And I think somebody else was also writing something. Let me just go through that. I think it was something important. If it was, let me just check the comments here. Okay, so when I go ahead with this, let me talk about the next question. We have received one more question, I think, yes. So A and B are two vectors, 2A plus 3B and A minus B are two adjacent sides of a triangle, something again easy. Left bottom of which, Kavya Arora? C square, or C, what was that matrix? And even if that was that, you can apply the same process if the data was slightly changed. So with that, then the square of area of triangles. Okay, so first of all, let me work on 2A plus 3B. So 2A plus 3B, just give me an update. Was this question there in the paper? Whole question was same, just 9 at the left bottom. Okay, I got it. So with that, you just solve this. So 2A plus 3B. So 2A, 4. 6 into 3 is 18. I'll write it first so that we don't commit any mistakes. So 4I plus 6J plus 6K plus 3 times of this. 3 times of this is 18I plus 3 into 3 is 9J plus 3 into 3, that is 9K, right? Similarly, what I need is A minus B as well. So A minus B, when I'm willing to find 2I minus 6I, that is 4I, 3I minus 3J, that is 0J, and 3K minus 3K, that is 0. So that's the best thing which has happened today. So with that, 4I plus 18I, 4I plus 18I, can you help me with that? That is 22I. I hope no worries with that. 6J plus 9J, so that is 15, and that is also 15. So this will be 15, 15 each. So 15J and 15K cap. So these are the two sides of a triangle. Everybody getting this? Yes, definitely a board level question. And here, when I wish to find, let's say this is a vector x, this is a vector y. So two adjacent sides are x and y. I hope you do remember. The area of the triangle is given by half of x cross y. Do you remember that? So x cross y, I'm willing to find out now. So it will be I cap, j cap, k cap. Now what is x? X vector is 22, 15, 15, and what is j? That is -4, 0, 0. So I hope this is how you do it. So cross I'll need to find. So half is also I'm appending with its magnitude. So magnitude of I cap means what? I cap 0, 0. So I cap wouldn't be there. I hope you're getting it. Then minus j cap. For j cap, it will be 0. 15 into 4 is 60. Minus of minus 60, that's plus 60. So 60 j cap. I hope you're getting it. Then for k cap, again it will be 0 minus 60. So it is minus 60 k cap. Everybody got this? So 60, 60 I take out. 60 by 2 is 30 times I cap plus j cap, you may call it, minus I cap minus j cap also will give the same, magnitude. So it will be root 2. So square of this. So square of this means what? 30 square is 900 and 2 is 2. So your answer will be 1800, option A. I hope this was the question. Cut off high level honge. Okay, Dubey, possibly yes. I think now it's time that I invite the other faculties. So it could be either Sumit sir or Gaurav sir. Let me see whoever is available. So let me just check whoever is ready so that we end it from our end and possibly Gaurav sir will begin from his end. So Gaurav sir is there, I am ending and he'll be there with you with chemistry.
Yes, guys. So I am back with questions from chemistry. So I guess you had a sound discussion of mathematics. So let us go through some questions of chemistry. I've got a few of them over here. So yeah, so I've got a few. Let us discuss them and try to decode what NTA is finding interest upon. Sir, Darshan is asking, sir, very easy. Kitne mein 99? Darshan, yes, paper is easy. So cutoff is, I mean, above 170, 180 type, you can only make that, or maybe, yeah, but yes, above 180, 190, you can land somewhere around 99. But let the complete 8th April be gone, and then definitely we'll be coming up with that percentile calculations. Hai na? Chalo. So moving to the next question, which says that how many, I hope I'm audible, guys. Yeah, I think I am. Some confirmations, guys. Dubey, okay, Dubey is having paper. Okay, center par again, idli. Chalo. Okay, 200. हाँ बेटा, Darshan, cutoff is going to be high because paper is attemptable. Yes, mathematics, the time you are making from physics and mathematics, if you are efficiently dedicating it in maths and scoring better results, then only for those students only they'll be making that transition, and therefore cutoff is definitely for April. For this April attempt, it is expected to be more. Chalo. Moving to the question says how many products formed in the following reactions with Br2 and NaOH, that is Hofmann bromamide degradation, can also be prepared by Gabriel Thelimite synthesis. Now, with Gabriel Thelimite synthesis, we definitely know you can only form 1 degree amine. But what 1 degree amine? 1 degree aliphatic amine. As in, because SN2 reaction takes place in Rx and Rx has to be least hindered, so it obviously can't be aromatic halide. So this is simply 1 degree aliphatic amine can only be prepared by this Gabriel Thelimite synthesis. So we just have to check that we just have to check what is that joke. Chalo, moving here. Chalo. Moving to the question. So we just have to check which is forming 1 degree aliphatic amine. So on Hofmann bromamide degradation, this CO2 is gone and you will be forming aniline. Although this is 1 degree, but because this is aromatic, so it can't be prepared by Gabriel Thelimite synthesis. So I am putting a cross over here because it can't be prepared by Gabriel Thelimite. Although this is 1 degree, but it should be 1 degree aliphatic. Once this CO is gone, then you get phenyl bonded with this benzylic carbon and this NH2. So this is a perfectly 1 degree aliphatic amine. So this can also be prepared by Gabriel Thalamide synthesis. Once this CO is gone, so this is simple methylamine, definitely efficiently formed by Gabriel Thalamide synthesis. Now, this is a once this is gone, this can't be gone. Why? Because Hoffman bromamide degradation is a characteristic reaction once you have only 1 degree amide. This is a 1 degree amide, this is a 1 degree amide, this is a 1 degree amide, but rather this nitrogen is a substituted, is an alkyl substituted amide. So this will not even undergo, not even give Hoffman bromamide degradation reaction. I hope we are clear. There will be no reaction. Even if it is not forming any amine, then why will I say it'll yes, definitely. Even if you do not know this, because in general NCERT do not give you the mechanism, but still you at least know this through the statement that it is a characteristic test of 1 degree amide. So because this is a substituted amide, so this will not even give Hoffman bromide. Coming to the next one, same is the case with this, because this will also be not giving, this will be rather NH. This will also this will be also NH. So because this is also a substituted amide, so this will also not even give Hoffman bromamide degradation reaction. So these two are also gone. The last one option, I guess, is not visible to you. It is C6H11. Let me write it over here. This is C6H11. Arey sir, C6H11, C6H12 is actually having 1 du. So it may be a cyclic ring, it may be a alkene, but let me, because it was, I mean, the students who have given this data, they have just reported this. So let me take this was even alkene or cycloalkane. Simply let us take it as cyclohexane. So cyclohexane, once undergoing, okay, this is cyclohexane, so why making this? I should not, so let me remove this. So this is a cyclohexyl group. Once this CO is removed due to Hoffman bromamide degradation, I get this NH2 over here. Again, I've done that. Let me remove this gola. Okay, so now this is a aliphatic 1 degree amine. So because this is aliphatic 1 degree amine, so this can also give. So 1, 2, 3. So out of them, how many can be produced even by Gabriel Thalamide synthesis? 3. Perfect. So yes, this was no beta, not news, Zeus, not cycloalkene beta, because its du is 1 na? CnH2n is du 1, so it can either be alkene or cycloalkane, not both. Acha, somebody saying wrong option beta. I mean, if some option you feel something else was given, obviously put that thing in the comment. I'll discuss that also. No, in exam it was just that, sir. Okay, so now Rishabh is saying, yeah, this was there. Okay, but I mean, yes, definitely you can have some permutation combination. Sir, does Prayag JEE droppers 2027 enough for JEE Advanced? Yes, beta, obviously Advanced, whatever you have in our PW batches, it will be more than sufficient for obviously mains also, and ultimately our ultimate journey is clearing that advanced paper only. Moving to the next one. Rather an attemptable question from thermodynamics. The visually it is maybe more challenging, but if you just read through the lines, it is quite attemptable. Let us see what it is asking. It is telling us that isothermal reversible expansions, a classical formula, work done during a reversible process is equal to minus nRT ln of final volume upon initial volume, the one which is clearly written in front of it. So this one is definitely A, so you are wrong, I'm left with 2 options. Now free expansion also, because any type of work, the small amount of work that we have is it's formulated at external pressure into small volume change. You integrate the small work, if external pressure is constant, that is, it is a irreversible process, then it will come out. if external pressure is not constant, that means it is a reversible process, but you integrate this small packet of work. Sir, if external pressure is 0, that means if some work is happening under vacuum, sir, this external pressure is 0, and that is called free expansion. So any type of work, reversible, irreversible, every work is 0. So because D is 0, although you do not even have to check because both the options are giving that only. Now, coming to adiabatic reversible and adiabatic irreversible. So everybody remember we had done that in yesterday class also. It was, that's why memory based question attempting is very convenient for us to be an effective attempter on the following day, because yesterday also the classic formula CV is equal to R upon gamma minus 1. So what is adiabatic work? Sir, adiabatic work is Q is equal to nR upon gamma minus 1 into change in temperature. And yes, through first law, if it is an adiabatic process, then definitely we know delta U is equal to Q plus W, but because adiabatic process, so this is simply W. And how you simply write delta U, NCV delta T. So obviously for irreversible expansion, this will be your case. For adiabatic expansion, for reversible expansion, that will be your case. So I guess everybody has ABCD. So ABCD, ABCD, ABCD. Option 3 is your clear, easy peasy question. But yes, they just asked the formula. That's why I'm saying it was easy. For those who have not revised, it will be a difficult question. Hai na? Chalo, moving to the next question. Basic question from from organic chemistry. The compound, this is a carboxylic acid, is subjected to following sequence. First, it is reacting with ammonia. Sir, salt will be produced, but once you heat, dehydration will take place and you form your corresponding amide. I hope everybody is with me till this. Now, after this, sir, Hoffman bromamide degradation. Hoffman bromamide degradation. So this carbonyl group will be gone and you will be left with this beautiful 1 degree amine, ethylamine. After that, nitrous acid, sir, NaNO2 or HCl or nitrous acid. Because nitrous acid, you can't find its bottle, it can't be sold, it has to be made runtime. So what you do, sir, this nitrogen is made diazonium salt, and because alkyl group has no resonance, so this is directly gone. And after that, whatever water will be there will be attaching to this carbon, taking electron from hydrogen. So this is clearly not diazonium salt but alcohol. And what alcohol? Ethanol. And this ethanol, when treated with another molecule of phenyl, why another? Because that was alkyl diazonium, but this is aryl diazonium, which is rather stable. And we know now you will act as a reducing agent. Remember, now this is a question from amines. It will act as a reducing agent. It will reduce this and oxidize itself. So it will turn into aldehyde. Do you have any aldehyde option? No. But yes, this will convert into, because this is a reducing agent, so it will reduce diazonium salt and will oxidize itself and will form corresponding aldehydes. So do you get any aldehyde in the option? No, sir. But this compound, this phenyl group will get reduced and nitrogen gone, and I have had hydrogen over here. So this will definitely give you a benzene, a good question rather. Anna? Chalo. This was, a good one. Bro, I mark forgot. Okay. Chalo, moving to the next one. The next question is from atomic structure, a simple one. Energy of hydrogen like species is given as, okay, this value will be minus 54.4 electron volt. So energy of electron in nth orbit is equal to minus E naught into Z square upon orbit square, which is given out to be minus 54.4 electron volt. So Z square upon, or rather, because both are squared, so Z upon N squared is equal to minus gone. So this is 54.4 upon this is 13.6. Value of E naught is 13.6. So I guess if you just solve it, it will come somewhere around okay, 13.26. This is just 4 times, so approximately 4. So Z upon N will be obviously 2, because it has to be an integer. It has to be an integer. So you just have now, because we have got only one equation, so satisfy through options. So you have to give value of N by Z. So this is 1:2 because n is first. We have z is to n has 2. So this is 1:2, this is 2:2, this is 2:1, and this is 1:1. So obviously this is my answer because in they are giving n first, z later. So this is n is to z, and I need z upon n. Okay, I need n as 1 na. Ratio should be 1:2. Acha, acha, nahi. Ratio should be, because they are giving n is to z. N is to z. So n has to be 1, this has to be 2. Okay, so yes, you have to. Okay, Darshan is saying wrong question. But sir, z value of hydrophoresis is 1. Yes, beta. I mean, hydrogen, but see, look at the statement. It is saying hydrogen like species. So it must be a single electron species. So you can't say it is 1, no. It can be Li plus 2. It can be He plus. That's why you have to manage with the option, because you just have one equation. Hai na? Chalo. Moving to the next question. Our next question is again from chemical bonding, or GOC you can also say. So compare the bond length X, Y and Z in the following compound. Now where is our X bond length? Sir, this C double bond O, it is referring as X, and this C single bond O, it is referring as Y, and this is obviously Z, and here you have no conjugation. Where you are finding conjugation? Sir, this pi is in conjugation with this lone pair. So this is the only resonance that you can have. So rather let us draw that resonating structure. So the resonating structure will be CH3, oxygen, CH3. I have drawn the sigma bonds, not drawn the pi bonds. Let me draw it with different color. Now, obviously this lone pair will be delocalized, and this electron, carbonyl oxygen, will be taking that extra electron. So this is minus. This single will become double, and this double will become single. Now, so that means this is my resonating structure 1 and this is my resonating structure 2. But now you tell me, are both resonating structure of equal stability? No, sir. Because we know more be the number of covalent bonds, or a neutral structure is more stable. So this is more stable resonating structure. So because this is more stable resonating structure, so the average resonance hybrid, where you will be saying that it is having partial double bond character, who will have that partial double bond character more? Both will not have same contribution. This bond, let me change its color. This bond will have more resonance nature, or more partial double bond character. So it will have more resonance and hence more bond order. So because bond order will be more, so X will be least, because it is bond length. So X will be least and Y will be more. Sir, what about Z? Why you are not saying anything about Z? Because for Z, bond order is always 1, because it is not involved in resonance. So I hope we are clear with this. Rather a conceptually sound question. So X greater than Y greater than Z. Option 3 is your answer. Yes. Pratyush. Okay, Mr. Pathak, correct? Okay. So these are the questions I was having from chemistry. Let me see. Okay, so Sumit sir is now available with physics questions. So Sumit sir, over to you.
Set of questions in physics. This is a question on YDSE. Another question on YDSE. Let us read it out. In a standard YDSE, the wavelength is given, small d is given, capital D is given. I naught is the intensity of individual sources on the screen. At P, we have the intensity I naught here. Find the minimum distance of P from center of screen. What is this minimum value of Y? Okay. Now, how we write the intensity at any point in YDSE? Just a second. Where is that screen? Screen to लगाया नहीं YouTube. Sorry. Okay. So how we write the intensity? I is equal to 4 I naught cos square phi by 2. When both the intensities are I naught, this is how we write. Now what is I? I is I naught. So I naught is equal to 4 I naught cos square phi by 2. I naught is getting cancelled. So cos phi by 2 comes out to be 1 by 2. It means phi by 2. I need the smallest value of phi by 2. Why so? Because I need y minimum. What is the smallest possible value of phi by 2? 60 degree. So 60 degree means pi by 3. So phi comes out to be 2 pi by 3. This is the phase difference between the two. Find the path difference. We know phi is equals to 2 pi by lambda delta x. Okay. So phi is 2 pi by 3 is equal to 2 pi by lambda delta x, 2 pi getting cancelled, delta x is equals to lambda by 3. This is the path difference. How we write the path difference? D sine theta. So this is equals to D sine theta is y by d. From here, I can find what is the value of y. So y comes out to be lambda d divided by 3 into small d. Now rest is calculation. Let us do that calculation also. So I got y as lambda. Lambda is 7000 angstrom 10 to the power minus 10 into d 50 centimeter means 0.5 meter divided by 3 into small d 5 into 10 to the power minus 3. 3, 3, 6, 10 to the power minus 4. This is 1 by 2 and yes 10 to the power minus 5. 7 by 3 10 to the power minus 5 means 70 by 3 micrometer. Second option is coming. Lambda value 6000 sir. Okay, so one student is mentioning in the actual paper the value of lambda was 6000. Thank you for telling. Okay, so in actual paper the lambda given was 6000. The methods will remain the same. The method will remain the same. Next question. For two equal masses, these two are equal masses. One of the mass is having initial velocity this, acceleration is 0. Another mass is having initial velocity this, acceleration is given. Okay, now the trajectory of center of mass will be, first of all, let us find the initial velocity of center of mass, u ACM. What is that? This, okay, both masses are same. This is m, let us take this is also m. So I'll say m1 into v1, 4 I cap, 4 j cap, okay, plus m2, that is m, here it should be m, yeah, m1 into v1, m into 4 j cap plus m2 u2, so that is m into u2 is 6 I cap divided by m1 plus m2, so 2m. So what it is? So this is 3 I cap plus 2 j cap. This is initial velocity of center of mass. What is the acceleration of center of mass? Acceleration of center of mass, its acceleration is 0, its acceleration is, so I'll say m1 a1 plus m2 a2 divided by m1 plus m2. So m into here a is 6 I cap plus 6 j cap divided by m1 plus m2 means 2m. So ACM comes out to be 3 I cap plus 3 j cap. This is UACM, this is ACM. Now how to write the displacement? I need the position. It is starting from origin. So displacement S is equals to UT plus half AT square. U is this. So 3 I cap plus 2 j cap into T plus half into A, that is 3 I cap plus 3 j cap into T square, like this. Here if you try to relate x and y, it is a parabola. It's a parabola. Okay, this is the acceleration, this is the initial velocity. X and y, if you try to relate, it will come out to be parabola. Simple. Just by seeing also we could have mentioned that, okay, the acceleration is there, speed is there, the acceleration and velocity, they are not in the same direction for ACM. ACM, VCM are not in the same direction. It means it will be a parabola only then. Next question. When mass 200 grams hangs from ceiling via spring in equilibrium, the extension is observed to be 2 mm. So this is our spring. Here this is a mass m. Now it is hanging like this. Downward force mg, upward force due to the spring kx. So kx is equal to mg. Mass is given to us, x is given to us, we can find the spring constantness. We need angular frequency. For angular frequency we need, by the way, spring constant. So what is k? Mg. mass is 0.2 kg, okay, 0.2 into 10 is 2 divided by x is 2 mm, means 2 into 10 to the power minus 3, so this is 1000. K comes out to be 1000. What is omega? Angular frequency, na? Time period we know 2 pi by omega, okay, 2 pi root m by k, so omega is root of k by m. Omega is root of k is 1000 divided by the mass is 200 grams, so that is point of 2, 0.2 means 1 by 5, so this is root of 5000. This is omega. Root of 5000 means what? I can take, if I take 100 out, so 10 root of 50 and 5 also now I can take out, so this is 50 root of 2. 50 root 2 radian per second. Next is the energy stored in spring in equilibrium position. What is the energy stored in spring? Half kx square. So half k into x square. Half into k is 1000 into x is 2 mm. 2 square is 4 into 10 to the power minus 6. So 2 millijoules. So this is 2 millijoules and 50 root 2 radian per second. Second option is coming. Logic gates question came, okay, let us see if we receive a question on logic gates. Sir, how would you say that this paper in terms of difficulty? Till now I can say this paper is easy only, okay, we have seen the standard type of questions only. Now let us see if we have some more questions on chemistry. So Gaurav sir will be joining or Deependra sir will be joining. Okay, so Deependra sir is joining with us with questions on maths. Deependra sir, it's over to you.
Okay, so here we are with another set of questions from mathematics. Okay, so here we are with another set of questions from mathematics. I hope previously this question gotten done. I think yes, we did this. Now let's focus on this question. Standard question, they are talking you about or asking you about the kind of range based questions. Standard question, we have done this category of questions a lot many times. So I hope you do remember that. So here, y is equals to this I take, then I shift it and then discriminant should be greater than equal to 0, because here that's how you find the range. Standard case we have discussed in functions to find the range of quadratic upon quadratic. First of all, when you find the discriminant of the numerator, it is negative, discriminant of denominator is also negative, so of course they are not 0, and had the denominator been 0 somewhere, then they would have excluded those points in the question only. Now when I simplify this, I have already started doing it. So y is equals to this I do. So this denominator I bring here, I multiply it by y and then I rearrange it. Rearrange means I bring the terms with x square together, I bring the terms with x together, and I bring the terms with constant terms together. Now we know that this is existing for all the real values of x, because in the domain of this function it is told it is from r to r. So if it is true for all the real values of x, which means its roots must be real. So if its roots are real, discriminant should be greater than equal to 0. So discriminant is b square minus 4ac. I'll do that. Everybody with me on this? So b square means what? I expand this and I expand this, and this is what I get. Now when I solve this further, what I get next is, pay attention to this part, 4y square minus 36y square. That I think is minus 32y square. Comfortable everyone? Then I have minus 4y plus 48y, that is plus 44y. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then the next part is minus 16 and 1, it is going to be minus 15, and that is greater than equal to 0. Correct me if I'm wrong. 4 minus 36 minus 32, 4 48, that is plus 48, and 1 16, that is minus 15. So if I take negative sign common, what do I get from here is, pay attention to that part, I get a basic standard result, which is going to be this, that I take negative sign common. Can somebody split it meanwhile I'm taking minus common, so that I get the final splitted term? So when you solve this, I think 3, 4, no, nothing can be taken common. So it will be 32 y square. Then you have minus 44 y, and there you have plus 15. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, plus 15, and that should be less than equal to 0. So when you have this 32 into 15, right, 32 into 15, this needs to be splitted so that the sum is 44. So that the sum is 44. Can someone do it for me along with this when I'm also doing it? So 32 is of course 2 to the power 5, 15 is 3 into 5. So this is 3 into 5, and this is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So 44 I wish to make. So 32 5 into 3 is 15. So if I take 15 into 2, 30, and this is 2 into 2 into 2, That is how much? That is again 4 into 4, 16. 30 plus 16 is how much? 30 plus 16 gives you 46. Not somewhere close to that, but no. सर मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है, अगर मैंने जेई मेंस में निकल गया लेकिन अगर मैं जेई एडवांस में फेल हो गया तो मैं क्या मेंस में भी फेल हो जाऊंगा? गुड फाइटर, दैट्स अ वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. First of all, we talk in terms of cutoff. You go and watch the shorts and videos we have released on the cutoff. So alpha will be 6. Let me do it with some other method. Can you split it for me? If I take some other values, can I say 2 into 2 into 2? This is what? 8, and then 8 into 3. That is 24. 2 into 2 is 4 and 4 into 5 is 20. So I think 24 and 20 will do the justice. Great, great, great. So I'll take it as minus 24 and minus 20. That will be great. So minus 24 and minus 20. So 32y square minus 24y minus 20y plus 15 should be less than equal to 0. Perfect. With that, what I get next is, I hope you're understanding, I can take 4 common from here. So when I take 4 common from here, so when 4 is taken, 4y technically is taken common, so it will leave you with 8y minus 6. Comfortable, everyone? Even not just 4, I should have taken 8 common, right? So 8y when I take common, it will be 4y minus 3. Comfortable, everyone? What did I take common, sir? I took 8y common. So when I take 8y common, I wish to have 4y minus 3. So to have that, I think I should take minus 5 common. So it will be minus 5 less than equal to 0. So one of the values will be 5 by 8, other value will be 3 by 4. So I think between 5 by 8 and 3 by 4, when you wish to compare it, I hope this will be what? 2 by 2. So this will be 6 by 8. So 6 by 8 will be greater than 5 by 8. So 5 by 8 is smaller, 3 by 4 is greater. So it will be from 5 by 8 to 3 by 4. What? The values of y. Which means codomain was given as R, but here we can clearly see its range is from 5 by 8 to 3 by 4, which means this is clearly not on 2, which means it is in 2. So option A and option C are discarded. Now let's talk about 1, 1, many 1. Of course it is always many 1. But if you want to verify or validate this, I'll always say that it is 1, 1. Sorry, it is many 1, because I'll say that if x approaches infinity, this will approach 2 by 3. And even if x approaches minus infinity, then also it will approach the same value 2 by 3. So it will be concluding or approaching towards same value. So it will be a upward facing kind of a equation, which means here it is going to be an which means it is going to be a many one function. Option D. Option B will not be the correct answer. Everybody understood that? That's brilliant, students. With that, let's move towards the next question. A circle has center in the first quadrant and touches the x-axis. So if this is a circle which is there touching the x-axis at a distance of 3 units, so let's say there you are having x-axis where it is touching the x-axis at 3 units from the origin. Great. And it is cutting off an intercept of 6 root 3. So this is cutting off an intercept of 6 root 3 like this. So let's say this is the circle. So this is touching it at 3 comma 0. So of course this could be the center. So center will be having coordinates 3 comma r, where r is the radius. Of course this is the perpendicular distance, which is the r. Everybody getting this? So this point here will be something. I hope no confusion on that. And this distance also is going to be the r. I hope no confusion on that. And we are told that this intercept is of 6 root 3. So if this length is 6 root 3, I hope there is no confusion on this, that here this length will be 3 root 3. Everybody getting this? All the participants. So if this length is 3 root 3, so this length is 3. I hope there is no confusion on that. So by applying Pythagoras, can I not find the radius? So I hope you're understanding. R square from here will be 3 square, which is 9, plus 3 root 3 square, which is 9 into 3, that is 27. Correct me if I'm wrong. Right, 3 root 3, 9 into 3, 27, and this is 9. So 9 plus 27 is how much? I think 36. 36 means what? R we have gotten as 6. So the radius of this circle we have received as 6. Now what do we want next? Then the length of the chord. So there is a chord. Okay, so let me redraw this circle, because here this is the circle which has center at 3 comma 6 and it has radius 6. Perfect. So there will be a chord x minus y is equals to 1. So if it is a chord x minus y is equals to 1, x upon y upon minus 1. So its intercept will be at 1 and minus 1. So this could be a chord like this. How can it be a chord like this? X is plus 1. I'm really sorry for this. X will be plus 1. Can it intersect like this here? The x-intercept is 1, y-intercept is minus 1. So this and this. Okay, so this chord will be going somewhat like this. X is 1, y is minus 1. Of course, it could be going like this. I have drawn that perfectly. Great. So it is x minus y minus 1 is equal to 0. So that's the chord. Radius we have already received as 6. Now that's your circle. Now this is what you are asked, the length of the chord. So this chord's length is what we are asked. So if I could find this distance, I hope you have this distance x. So 3 comma 6 and x minus y minus 1, the perpendicular distance I need to find. So here perpendicular distance will be power of this point with respect to this line. So 3 minus 6 minus 1 divided by under root over 1 square plus 1 square, that is root 2. So this comes out as what? Minus 7 plus 3 minus 4, 4 by root 2. 4 by root 2 is 2 root 2, right? So this length is 2 root 2. So this length, if I am interested in, it will be 36 minus 2 root 2 square is what? 4 into 2, 8. So this will be this length, right? This length. So double of it will be my answer. 36 minus 8 is how much? I think it is 28. I think it is 28. So 28 is 4 into 7. 4 into 7 means 2 into 2, 4. 4 root 7 will be our answer, which I think is given in option D. Everybody understood this. Such a silly and simple and absolutely doable question. This looks amazing. This looks good because, again, they are not playing much with the ellipse and hyperbola. They are simply making you deal with the same A, B and eccentricity. That same formula-based questions are being asked. How do we solve this? Ellipse having eccentricity 1 by root 3, equation of its directrix is given. Then I'll solve this in simpler manner. Ellipse is, so the eccentricity of ellipse is 1 by root 3. Okay, cool. Equation of directrix. So we know for ellipse, standard ellipse, equation of directrix is A upon E. So that 2 root 2 is A upon E. So that 2 root 2 is A upon E. No confusion with that. So A will be 2 root 2 into E. A will be 2 root 2 into E. E is what? 1 by root 3. So this will be 2 root 2 by root 3. So we have got an E, we have got an A. This is for ellipse, right? So if this is ellipse, for ellipse, we know that eccentricity square is 1 minus B square by A square. So if I put these values, eccentricity is what? 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 square is what? 1 by 3 is equal to 1 minus B square. I'm willing to find. A square will be 4 into 2, that is 8, and root 3 square will be 3, so that 3 goes up in the numerator. Everyone comfortable with this? So if I take it here and if I take this there, I hope you're getting what I'm saying. I hope you're getting this. This 1 by 3 I take there, and this 3b square by 8 I take there. So it will be 1 minus 1 by 3. It will be 1 minus 1 by 3, which is equals to this. So this comes out as what? 2 by 3. This comes out as 2 by 3. I hope no confusion on that. So 8 into 2 I receive as 16, and 3 into 3 is 9. So b square we receive as 16 by 9. So I hope no confusion on that. B is going to be 4 by 3, of course. So this is A, B and E. Now next part. Now there is a hyperbola, okay, whose eccentricity is equal to the length of semi-major axis. So there is a hyperbola. For hyperbola, I'll take capital E, capital A and capital B so that we don't get confused, right? So for hyperbola, the eccentricity. So hyperbola has the eccentricity capital E is equal to the length of semi-major axis of ellipse. So semi-major axis means what? A. So this eccentricity is given by 2 root 2 by root 3. Comfortable everyone? And its length of lattice rectum. Length of lattice rectum for either hyperbola or ellipse is always 2b square by a. Okay, great. So with that, it is always 2b square by a. So 2b square by a. But for its length of lattice rectum, that means 2b square by a, because I'm taking capital A, B and E for hyperbola. Length of lattice rectum is equal to length of the minor axis of ellipse. So length of minor axis is what? B, that is 4 by 3. So this is 4 by 3. So I think I got a relation between A, B and E here. So the distance between the foci. So distance between the foci means what? Distance between the foci AE and minus AE. So that is 2AE. So I need A, I need E. So I have E. So I think if I work on A, I'll get the final answer. So let me start working on A. So for ellipse, we know for hyperbola, we know E square is 1 plus B square by A square. I hope you are getting it comfortably. So we have this eccentricity. We have this eccentricity, right? Eccentricity is 2 root 2 by 3. So if it is squared, 4 into 2, 8 by 3. So this will be 8 by 3 minus 1 is equals to B square. So I am replacing B square by, here I hope you are getting, this 2 vanishes, this 4, which leaves you with the 2 here. So B square we receive as 2A by 3. B square we receive as 2A by 3. Everyone with me on this? So this B square, if I replace by 2A by 3, so this B square I'm replacing by 2A by 3. And in the denominator, I'm having A square. So this looks like this. Everyone comfortable with whatever I'm doing? So this A by A square leaves you with A here. So this is 2 by 3. A. 8 minus 1, that is 5 by 3. So this is 5 by 3. I hope no confusion on that. So with that, this 3 and this 3 are cancelled. A we receive as 2 by 5. So A we receive as 2 by 5. Comfortable, everyone? Now what are we asked? What are we asked? Forgot button. Okay. So yes, have you remembered the power of E? So here when I go ahead with this, what are we asked? The distance between the foci, that is 2AE. So 2 into A is 2 by 5. And what is E? E is going to be 2 root 2 by root 3. So it is 2 root 2 by root 3. I hope you can calculate it. 2 into 2 into 8. So this will be 8 root 2 by 5 root 3. Are we given it in one of the options? Okay, so we are not getting this. 8 root 2 by 5 root 3. I think I'm making a mistake, or shall I rearrange it? I think that is given, that should be given somewhere. Am I missing something? I think it should be rearranged, because here all I'll do is I'll rationalize the denominator. So if I rationalize the denominator, it will be what? It will be root 3 here. And this root 3 into 3 will make it 3 here. So 3 into 5 is 15 in the denominator. So 8 root 6 upon 15. Are we given something like this? 8 root 6 upon 15. Am I making any mistake? 2AE is given. I think I am making some mistake. Can you help me with the mistake? Answer is 2. 8 root 6 upon 15. This is 16 root 6 upon 15. Did I make any mistake somewhere? A will be 2 by 5. Yes. And B, I think E is 2 root 2 by 3. So 2A will be 2 root 2 by 3. I think this will be the correct answer. Rearrange the answer is 2. Okay, so some students are saying how to get patient while doing maths. Like this. Like I did all of these things, but 8 root 6 by 15, and the people are saying 16 root 6. So I may have made some mistake with this, some calculation here, and possibly with that, you possibly will get option D. Or maybe the options are incorrect or I am correct. So just watch it again and you may find the mistake which I'm committing, and with that you'll get the answer. But let's not waste the time. Calculation based error I'm committing. With that, you'll find the answer very quickly. Next question. 9 people have boarded from the ground floor. So there is ground floor, and which won't open it first and second. People will leave in the groups of 4 and 5. In how many ways can they leave if it has 10 floors? So I hope you're understanding. Ground floor is considered as A is 4 by 5. A is 4 by 5. Why? E square is 4 into 2, 8 by 3. Minus 1 is 5 by 3. And B square is 2A by 3. So 2A by 3. And A square. So A will be 2 by 5 only. Shobha, A will be 2 by 5. I think I'm making a mistake. In that case, you make that correction. Now here, let's talk about this. So there are 10 floors, but technically ground floor is 0. First floor is first. I hope you're understanding. Second floor and so forth. And that's how including ground floor. So technically that, please suggest me as maths most in life. It's everywhere. So I don't want to lose. So please suggest me. Actually, I'm interested. So just solve as much as you can. Meghan, ready. With that, you will be doing really good. So practice more and more. The more you sweat in peace, the less you bleed in war. Remember that. Remember that line. The more you sweat in peace, the less you bleed in war. Now here, these are the 10 floors which has ground floor as zeroth floor. And people cannot leave. People won't leave at the... People are entering on the ground floor. So if everybody is entering here, they won't depart here. So, and they cannot, the lift doesn't open at first and second floor. So how many floors am I left with? So 3rd to 9. 9 minus 3 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. So there are 7 floors where people can depart. People can come out. Now please pay attention to that. People will leave in groups of 4 and 5. So there are how many people? So there are 9 people. So I need to form grouping. So I hope you're understanding. People can be chosen in 9C4 and then 5C5 ways. Out of 9 people, 4 people can be chosen in 9C4 ways. And then out of remaining 5 people can be chosen in 5C5 ways, which is 1 only. And then these 2 groups, 9C4 means 2 groups of group people 4 and 5. Now they will come out at any of the 2 floors, because these 2 groups are not coming out at any single floor. They're coming out at 2 distinct floors. That assumption I'm taking or going ahead with that. So out of these 7 floors, those 2 floors are to be chosen. So out of these 7 floors, those 2 floors can be chosen in 7C2 ways. Everybody got this, everybody understood this, and that will be your final answer. Will you do that by yourself? From here, when I move ahead with the next question, this question I have already done. I'll directly show you the solution. Such a silly and simple question. This says non-trivial solution. So determinant of cos 3 theta, cos 2 theta 1, minus 8, 3 and 1, minus 12, 3 and 3. This determinant should be 0. Non-trivial, we all know that. Yes. I think easiest among all apparent shifts? Maybe, Atul, maybe. Let's work it out with the questions we have received. So when you simplify this determinant, I have done it. It will be cos 3 theta plus 2 cos 2 theta plus 2 is equals to 0. I'll apply two formulae, cos 3 theta, 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta, cos 2 theta, 2 cos square theta minus 1, and when I expand it, I'll get this. Of course, cos theta can be taken common, so one of the values of cos theta will be 0. It will be a quadratic then when you take the cos theta common. So quadratic will give you two roots, 1 by 2 and minus 3 by 2. Cos theta cannot be minus 3 by 2, so you get two values, either 0 or 1 by 2. Between 0 to 2 pi, I need to check. So between 0 to 2 pi, I hope this is how the graph looks like. So we know at the odd multiples of pi by 2, cos theta becomes 0. So cos theta becomes 0 at pi by 2 and at 3 pi by 2. Everyone comfortable with that? And now the next value is 1 by 2. So I hope you know 1 by 2 is found here. So this is 1 by 2, which means what? I hope you are comfortably understanding. This distance is what? 30 degree. So pi minus pi by 3. Sorry. Pi minus pi by 6. And 3 pi by 2 plus pi by 6. So these two values you get, pi by 3 and 5 pi by 3. So these four values you get. What do you get? They are asking you the sum of all possible values. So sum of all possible values. These are all the values of theta. You add them and that's your final answer. Is this paper easiest or hard? Depend on their preparation. Definitely, always. It totally depends on the preparation of the students. So now Gaurav sir is ready. I am ending it from my end so that he joins. So let me see whether Gaurav sir confirms it or not. So if he confirms, we'll be culminating it from our end and then he'll be joining. So he hasn't responded so far.
My friends, and I hope you have understood that how you should attempt those questions properly. So moving to the chemistry side, and yeah, so I guess I'm audible. Hello beta, hello sir, I am waiting your turn, thanks. Okay, make NIX universe. But of beta, mathematics for an engineer, mathematics is the point. Hello Arivu, hello, long. I mean, so it has been so long. You must have been busy in giving your JEE paper, but we haven't seen you turning around in this live. So welcome, beta. Why were you not? Why are you not PCM teacher together? Huh? Beta, as a student, obviously one has to study everything, but as a teacher, you can't cater so many students. I mean, conceptually you can, but technically a students require so much of energy, and energy multiplied by 3 can only be practically possible if you talk for a, you can't give everything a teacher because everybody has 24 hours. So that has to be segregated. Chemistry was very easy. Haan beta, it is rather very easy and doable. Sir, give suggestion. Beta, suggestion is just do this question, do these questions, try and attempt more and more questions. Wherever you are falling back, revise that area and then everything will be good for you. Okay, chalo. Moving to the Miss Reddy is saying, sir, waiting for this. Okay, so let's start beta. I have few questions of chemistry with me. So we have discussed till this. So let's start from here. The first question during this round of discussion is a statement, two statements, an inorganic question. Some students were saying, sir, they were pair given, but we have got this one. So let us attempt this. First statement is, out of these molecules, only 4 molecules do not have complete, okay, do not octet rule, as in do not follow octet rule. So let's check. Obviously, sir, sulfur is oxygen family, so it is supposed to, as per octet rule, it is supposed to form only 2 bonds because this is SF4. So definitely this is not following octet rule. Expansion of octet is taking place over here also. In SF6 also yes. Sulfur with 2 hydrogen is definitely following octet rule. So because following, so not an answer. SO2 definitely, sir, double bond. This is just supposed to form single bonds. So because it is forming multiple bonds, so obviously here also octet is expanded, and in SO3 it is definitely expanded. So do we have 4 molecules? Yes, we have 4 molecules. So statement 1 is definitely correct. Statement 2, SO2 and H2S have only 1 lone pair. No, because H2 is definitely having 2 lone pair. H2S is definitely having 2 lone pair. Yes, SO2 is having 1 lone pair, which we can see also. This is the lone pair, but it is saying all is having. So obviously this is incorrect. So statement 1 is correct and 2 is incorrect. Option 1 is beautifully and simply your right answer. No sir, they were asking why you are not all in one place together. Okay, beta, we will soon be in one place together, but for that we need your better results, and once we come together for the celebration of your result, we will definitely be coming together. Sir, question was about whether all the given are ionic. So maybe beta, but this is what we have received. Or else, if you know that question, or if you need some discussion from your side during that for that particular question, just put it in the comment section. TBH sir, now I could solve more question in JEE April mains April shift when compared to myself in January. That's make me confident while approaching question. Thank you beta, if we have helped, that's actually quite motivating for us. Thank you sir. Atul, I can understand. Atul must be saying something. Okay, the question of activation energy beta, yes, if it is 232, then definitely 28,000 will be given in the question, so don't worry. Bhardwaj is also saying the same. So obviously beta, if value is given, so you just have to do the calculation accordingly. Mind okay, so never mind. Okay, never mind. Chalo, moving to the next question. The next question says, consider the following reaction, A giving B, and sir, it is directly telling us brown ring. A classic brown ring test is the test of nitrite and nitrate ions. So A must be having either nitrite as an ion or nitrate as an ion, and if you have nitrite or nitrate, you will definitely, after freshly prepared ferrous sulfate, which will rather give you the ferrous ion in presence of acidic medium, it will create the brown ring complex, which is nothing but Fe in +1 oxidation state, water 5, and nitrosonium as a nitrogen in +1 oxidation state. So overall this complex will have, sir, this is here iron is also in +1 oxidation state, this is nitrosonium, so +1 oxidation state, so overall it is +2 oxidation state, and definitely option 1 is showing that brown ring complex to you. Only this is showing, so this is my answer. But obviously nitrite ion as in NO2 minus and NO3 minus, both these ions give positive brown ring test. Now this Fe+1 has 3 unpaired electrons, but because the 4s1 electron is forced inside by this strong field ligand. So this is also a classic case of brown ring complex. I hope we are good with this. Moving to the next one. Now this question we have already discussed another frame in which we had the integer type questions, but yes, some students like you, so they have said, nahi sir, this was not the question. Again the question is, which of the following compound from thalamide reaction and give can be obtained from thalamide. So with thalamide you can only form 1 degree amine. So, and 1 degree what amine? 1 degree aliphatic amine. So this is aromatic, this is aromatic, and obviously amine can be formed, so amide can't be formed, so this is an answer. So some students say this was the form in which the question was asked, some said it was an integer type question. So I have given you both of the forms. Moving to the next one. Now this is rather a bit calculative, you just have to do the basic calculations first. The question says an alkane as in you have CnH2n plus 2, it needs oxygen, so it will be needing oxygen, and on combustion it will produce CO2 and H2O. Definitely correct, sir. So this is 1, and on combustion it produces n moles of CO2, and what amount of water, sir? N+1, because stoichiometrically it will be balanced. Now let us calculate, sir. This is oxygen is 3n, and here it is n+1, so this is 3n plus 1 by 2. And the question is telling you that what are these number of moles? These number of moles are 8 in number. That means 3n plus 1 upon 2 is 8. That means it is 16. That means 3n is 15. That means n is 5. That means my alkane is C5H12. So ultimately we have got this through basic stoichiometry. We have got this alkane. Now after that, the alkane gives only one monochloro product. Okay, so see this alkane, this pentane having 5 carbon, now we have to draw its isomers. So let us draw its isomers. Sir, but why you are drawing all the isomer? Because the question is clearly telling you that it gives only one monochloro. That means you can't have many possibility of mono substitution. So why you are drawing so much? I am just initially making, and after making I am just letting you know that you can add chlorine here also. So one isomer here also. So second isomer here also. So why you are wasting your time? Rather make a structure which is quite complex. So first carbon, second carbon, and to this carbon if I add all those carbon, that means this is my neopentane. So this neopentane will have only these hydrogen, so any of this hydrogen will be gone, you'll get one monochloro, and the same monochloro product you will be getting. That means my C5H12 is this structure. Now for this structure you have to tell how many primary carbons does it have. So obviously how many primary carbon it is having. So definitely 4, the one carrying that pink colored hydrogen. So 1 2 3 4, 4 is your integer type answer. I hope everybody is clear with this. Today's shift was formula based and easy, okay, and probably your will be tough. So don't, beta, please have that compassion. If something has gone good for you, let it be good for others as well. Chalo, moving to the next question. The next question says, again a statement based question as per colligative properties. The question says glucose solution from vessel 2 to vessel 1 through SPM. Hey, glucose? No sir, glucose is a solute. So actually it should be glucose solution. It should not say solution because only solvent flows, na? Or I guess the theory would be glucose move from, because through SPM we had a question on the previous day also, I guess on 2nd of April or maybe on 4th of April, that they were asking that solute, sir, this is a semi permeable membrane like a channi, of by which you chanify your chai, and therefore chai can only flow, tea can only flow, not the solute particles, and this is a solute particle, so definitely it will not flow. So this is incorrect. Now the osmotic pressure of which is greater, so you just have to calculate, because osmotic pressure is ICRT, I for glucose is 1, so just C RT, RT is constant, so just do the calculation for concentration. Concentration is moles, which is weight upon molar mass into volume, because molar mass both are having glucose, so concentration is proportional to ratio of weight by volume. So just let us find this ratio. So over here it is 18 upon volume of solution is 100, because I'm not even taking molar mass because it will be same both sides, and this is 20 upon 40. Yes, it will be multiplied by 1000, but why bother? Both of them will be divided by multiplied by 1000. So obviously we can see here weight is also 20, weight is also more, and the denominator volume is also less. That means this concentration is definitely larger. So the osmotic pressure of 2 is definitely greater. Yes, because the one which will have more concentration will have more osmotic pressure. So statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is correct. So statement 1 is incorrect, but 2 is correct. Obviously option 2 is your answer. Aditya, option 4. I hope we are clear, beta. Sir, it said in S1 is water, is moved from chamber 1 to 2. Sir, it said okay. Beta, if that would the case, then for water you can obviously see that which has more concentration, this. That means it has more solute. So more solute, that means less solvent. So who has more solvent? This has more solvent. Solvent flows from high concentration to low concentration. So definitely water will flow from 1 to 2. So concentration of this will increase, and because water will flow this side, so this will get diluted, so here concentration will fall. So you can have another, the terminology which we had in the previous session of April, that was using the terminology of increase or decrease in concentration. I hope you have seen that question. Perfect. Perfect. Aditya is finally saying, after so many options, Aditya is finally saying 4. So moving to the next one. Again, a basic question from organic chemistry. Sir, I have doubt. Will it be difficult to do in exam pressure than normal solving? Beta, generally exam gives you pressure. But in order to overcome that, you have to practice more and more so that exam pressure is gone. But obviously practice is required. So moving to this question, beta, the question says you have C4H9Br. That means it is having 4 to 8 plus 1 9, then a Br, so no unsaturation. So this is alkyl halide reacting with alcoholic cleavage, but I do not know where this bromine is, so it can either be but 1-ene or it can be butene. It can be anything because bromine can be here also, here also. So this A can be either of the two. Now, on bromination, it will form vicinal dihalide. So bromine here, bromine here. But if this was the case, then you will be having bromine here and bromine here. So we are having two possibilities for A also, for B also. Now, after alcoholic KH and NNH2, now it is giving you a hint. Why? Because this is classic case of formation of terminal alkynes. Remember, because alcoholic KH is a base, NaNH2 is a more stronger base. So go to your NCRT. NCRT uses this only during the formation of terminal alkynes, and it is saying some product is produced, and after that it is getting reacted. That means you definitely have to pick. Now this you only can predict if you are religious with your NCRT. So this definitely signifies that this must be your reactant, and after the treatment with bases you will get terminal alkyne. So what terminal alkyne we are proposing? This. Now again, now this is acidic hydration of alkyne, so it will be following Markovnikov's addition. So here you will be getting H, here you will be getting OH. Okay, let me not make this untidy. So after this you will be getting 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be getting H, this will be getting OH. Then it will further tautomerize and it will form a ketone. Now this ketone is obviously a methyl ketone. So it will be giving positive iodoform test. So definitely, because it's a mains question, so we have our answer. But yes, because NTA is finding interest in this, so biomolecule logic beta, Benedict test, although you do not have to know for this question, but NTA is asking, no, so advanced is also knocking your door. That means Benedict test is given by aldehydes and reducing sugars. Yes, all the ketones do not give. Generally, ketone do not give. There is one ketone, the Tollens active one. If you have a hydroxy substituted, if a ketone is having at alpha carbon a hydroxy substituted ketone, then that gives positive Benedict test. Although if you do not know this, I am telling you for your later papers. Now, obviously that is an answer. Lucas test is a test to distinguish between 1 degree, 2 degree, 3D alcohols. This is a ketone, and obviously none, because that is an answer. So moving forward. The next question, a basic question from ether, an NCRT also gives this reaction. Sir, statement 1 is cleavage of O bond CH2 bond is taking place. Once 1 mole of HI. So once this alcohol will be protonated by hydrogen, it will attain a positive charge. The moment oxygen attains a positive charge, it will become very angry and it will try to withdraw electron. Obviously, this has a partial double bond character and it will snatch away the electron from this carbon. Why? Because this the carbocation is also very happy to be formed also, because this will be a benzylic carbocation. This is CH2 with a positive charge, and this will rather be benzene, O and H. So you have formed phenol, and obviously after that I minus is going to attack and you will be forming your benzyl iodide. So iodobenzene, no, benzyl iodide. So this is obviously incorrect, but what cleavage of bond is taking place? Yes, sir. This O bond CH2, this O bond CH2 is getting leave. So this is definitely correct. So first is correct and second is incorrect, is beautifully option 1. Sir, Hindi mein bolo. Nahi. No. Read the name of the channel. No. Moving to the next question, because beta, have compassion. Many students want this to be done in other medium also, in other language also. So for them, at least have that level of compassion. We have so many great teachers in Hindi channel. So this is it from my side. I've discussed, I guess, a lot of chemistry questions. So maybe I'll be having one or two, if at all I'm having, I'll be coming back. Okay, so who's ready? Sumit sir is ready. So I'm ending from my end.
Next set of questions in physics. Let us see which all questions we are having with us now. Okay. Solid sphere of mass 5 m and hollow sphere of mass m. Let us take, this is solid sphere, here mass is 5 m, and this is a hollow sphere, this is mass m. Hollow sphere, this is solid sphere, are pulled without slipping. Okay, forces are applied like this, there is no slipping anywhere. The acceleration a1 and a2 are in ratio. What is the ratio of A1 and A2? Radius are shown in figure. Now, there is no slipping here. About this point, if I write the torque, what that will be? F into 2R. This is equals to I. About this, about center it is 2 by 5 mr square. About this it will be 2 by 5 mr square plus mr square. So 7 by 5 mr square into alpha 1. Now R alpha you can write as A. So I can write this as M R A1. R alpha I wrote as A1, okay? R alpha 1. From here, this is getting cancelled. A1 comes out to be 10 by 7 F by M. Now, similarly here you use about this point, if I write the moment of inertia, that is 2 by 3 mr square we have for a holosphere. 2 by 3 mr square plus mr square. So 5 by 3 mr square. 5 by 3 m r square into alpha. Okay, so R alpha I am writing as A2. A2 is equals to total torque, that is F into 2R. Now R is getting cancelled. A2 comes out to be 6F by 5M. I need the ratio of A1 by A2. So A1 by A2 is equal to 10 by 7 here divided by 6 by 5, 6 by 5. So 2 into 5, 2 into 3, 25 divided by 21. Where is the mistake? 10 by 7 and 6 by 5. 25 divided by 21. Where is the mistake? F into 2R is equals to, okay, here mass was 5m. This is the mistake. Here the mass was m and here radius is also different. Oh, two mistakes I did in the calculations. Here mass was 5m. Mass is 5m. So 7 by 5 into m is 5m. 7 by 5 mr. Radius is r only. R into alpha. So r alpha is my A1. 5 and 5 now are getting cancelled here. This comes out to be 2f divided by 7m. 7m. This R. Okay. Now A1 is this. Now in A2 here R2 is my 3R. So when I write here R2, okay, anyways, if I write here R2, okay, R2 is anyways getting cancelled. R2 is anyways getting cancelled. So it will not depend upon R2. I am getting 6F by 5M only. Now A1 by A2, now if I do, it is equal to 2 by 7 divided by 6 by 5, 6 by 5. So 2 into 3, 5 divided by 21. 5 divided by 21. Now it is right. Okay, R2 is anyways getting cancelled even if R2 is my 3 of R. Yes sir, you are doing good and doing justice for other state students. Okay, thank you. Next question. 2 moles of ideal monatomic gas at temperature T and 6 moles of ideal diatomic gas at temperature 2T are mixed together. Find the equilibrium temperature of the mixture. Now, here it is not mentioned, any expansion or any contraction. It means work done is equals to 0. Is there any heat given to the system? No. So total initial internal energy will be equal to total final internal energy. So U1 plus U2 is equals to the total final internal energy U final. What is U1? N1CV1T. We write U as NCVT. So N1 2 into CV, it's a monoatomic gas. So 3R by 2. Temperature is T plus U2 6 into is 6 into diatomic gas it is, so 5R by 2 into the temperature T2 is 2T is equal to final they will have a common temperature. Let us take that common temperature is my T dash. Now the internal energy of 2 moles of monatomic gas will be 2 into 3R by 2 T dash plus 6 into 5R by 2 T dash, like this. This is the total internal initial energy. This is the total internal final energy. They both are equal. Now I need to cancel few things from here. I can cancel R, I can cancel from everywhere. Yes. This 2 this will become 3 here, this 2, this will become 3 here. Now what it is? 3t plus 5 into 3 is 15, 15 into 2 is 30, this is 30t. 15 into 2 30t is equal to 3t dash plus 15t dash. Okay, yeah, this is 15t dash. Is there any? Okay, now it's fine. So this is 33t is equal to 18t dash. T dash comes out to be 33t divided by 18, 3 into 11, 3 into 6, 11t divided by 6. Let us check the options. Fourth option comes out to be the correct answer. Fourth option, yeah. Okay, yeah. Next, an inclined plane is inclined at an angle 45 degree with horizontal. If a block is released on it, it takes twice the time of it to come down compared to if it was smooth. Okay, find the coefficient of friction. Two cases, one is rough, one is smooth. Okay, let us take this is rough, coefficient of friction is mu. Let us take this is smooth, theta angle. On smooth, this force due to gravity will be mg sin theta. Acceleration is basically g sin theta. Total distance, let us take as s. So s is equals to half g sin theta t square. Let us take this is my smooth t smooth square. Here, what is the acceleration? The block is like this. One component of gravity, force due to gravity is mg sin theta in this direction. In this direction, the force due to friction will be there. How much? Mu g cos theta, mu mg cos theta, because mu into n. N is mg cos theta. So what is the acceleration in this case? In this direction, this is the acceleration, and this is g sin theta minus mu g cos theta. Sorry, this is cos theta. By mistake, I mentioned sin theta. Mu mg cos theta. Now here, if I write the time, so this total distance s is equal to half into a, which is g sin theta minus mu g cos theta into t rough square. Both distances are equal. I'm equating it with this half g sin theta into t smooth square. Now cancel things from here. Half g. What else? Theta is 45 degree, means sin theta is equals to cos theta. So this sin theta here will cancel like this. 1 minus mu into t rough square is equals to t smooth square. Here it is mentioned that the time for the rough was twice as that of the smooth. So t rough is basically twice t smooth. Put it. So 1 minus mu is equals to twice t smooth, means 4 times square it is then, and 4 times t smooth square is equals to t smooth square. So this t smooth square is getting cancelled. So 1 minus mu comes out to be 1 by 4. From here, mu comes out to be 1 minus 1 by 4, that will be 3 divided by 4, which is option 3. Big fan. Hello. Okay, I hope you got this concept easily. Okay, this is a straightforward question, and a similar type of question was there in memory based also till now we had discussed. So this shift also is another similar type of question. Spherical charged body having potential 100 volt and capacitance this C naught is brought in contact with identical uncharged body that is also spherical. Identical means it is also having capacitance same. Find the loss in energy. Okay, this was one spherical charged body, and let us take this as my V1 and capacitance is C naught. So C naught is the capacitance, potential is V1. Now this is another spherical charged body, capacitance is same, charge was 0. Now when you brought in contact, they are connected like this. So what is happening here? Now single sphere, if we say, you can say only one spherical surface also behaves like a capacitor. Where is the second radius? Second surface is at infinity. And there we say the capacitance is 4 pi epsilon naught r like this. So it's a case like, this is my capacitance C1 having potential V1. You are connecting it to another capacitor C2. It was uncharged and now you are connecting it like this. What is the energy lost? What is the energy lost? If I ask you what is the initial energy, you will say half C1 V1 square. This is the initial energy. Finally, when they are joined like this, a common potential will come. Okay, both will have same potential because they are in parallel now. A common potential will come. How much that will be? V, let us take, that will be the total charge C1 V1 plus C2 V2, C2 V2 is 0. Okay, so that will be C1 V1 divided by total capacitance C1 plus C2, C1 plus C2. This is basically equal to V1 by 2 because C1 is equal to C2 is equal to C naught, we know that. Okay, this is half C naught V1 square. Now this is the common potential. Now what is the energy stored here? U final is equals to half into C. Both are in parallel. C naught plus C naught. What is the C? 2C naught into V square. What is potential V now here? V by 2, V1 by 2. So V1 by 2 whole square. Now here this is getting cancelled. So this is C naught V1 square divided by 4. Okay, this is the initial energy. This is the final energy. How much is the lost? Delta U. Final minus initial, or means you take the difference only, that will become C naught V1 square divided by 4. This is the last. Now 1 by 4 into, what is C naught? 100 microfarad. 100 into 10 to the power minus 6 into, what is V1? 100. 100 square is 10 to the power 4. 10 to the power 4, 10 to the power 6, this is getting cancelled. 1 by 4, 0.25 joules. This much energy is lost. 0.25 means 250 millijoules. Paper was kind of easy. I started studying after January attempt. I attempted 42 questions. Oh, great. If you started after January attempt and you solved 42 questions, that is good, very good. Is vertical circular motion important? Yes, there was one question in the morning shift from vertical circular motion. Next question. Propagation vector k and electric field E of an electromagnetic wave, frequency omega, angular frequency, how they are related? Okay, they are given, sorry. The magnetic field will be, how we can write magnetic field in vector form? In vector form, how to write? So this is the direction of propagation of the wave. This is my k vector. Let us take, this is my electric field, where the magnetic field has to be. I know direction of propagation is E cross B. So E cross B, it means my B has to be along k cap. This is the direction of B. Okay, this is the direction of B. What is this B? K cross E. So K cross is E, K cross E is the direction of B. So if I write the B vector, that will be the amplitude of the B vector into the direction divided by this vector, amplitude into unit vector. Now this is a unit vector, k cross E divided by the magnitude of k cross E, ke. Now E is equals to B naught into C, B naught k cross E divided by k into E is equals to B naught, okay, let me write it not cross, B naught into C, C is omega by k. C is equal to, C is speed of light, now that is omega by k. Here k is getting cancelled, B naught is getting cancelled, I am getting k cross E divided by omega, and this is my B. K cross E divided by omega, that is the third option here. Clear? Next. Okay, so we will have some more questions. Yeah, we have few more questions with us. Yeah, there is one question on Young's modulus in this shift also. Young's modulus is almost in every shift, na? Isn't it amazing? Young's modulus is there in every shift. Why so? Is it that much important? Huh? Please mention. Is it that much important? Young's modulus is almost in every shift. Maybe. It's very important actually. Okay. Next question. This we have done. 100 millijoule. This we did. Now, this is next question on units and dimensions. We have to write, we have to find the dimensions of these physical quantity h, g, sigma, k. Let us go one by one. For Planck's constant, easiest. Energy is equals to h into frequency. Frequency is 1 by time. Dimensions of h is energy into time. ml2t minus 2 into t. So this is ml2t minus 1. This is the dimension of h. ml2t minus 1, second option. Next, gravitational constant G. We know energy is equals to G into m square divided by r. We know this. So from here, G is dimensionally equal to E into r divided by m square. Dimensions of energy ml2t minus 2, r is length, L mass square. Mass square means m2. So what it is now? m minus 1, L3, t minus 2. m minus 1, L3, t minus 2. We are getting fourth. Yes. Then Stephen's constant sigma. We write power as sigma, emissivity, area, t to the power 4. Emissivity is anyways dimensional less, okay. I can write dimensions of sigma as power divided by area into temperature to the power 4. Temperature to the power 4, I can say directly here Kelvin to the power minus 4 is there, only first option it will be. Kelvin to the power minus 4 I have to get. Next is Boltzmann constant. So PV is equals to N into K Boltzmann into temperature. We know PV is energy. So energy per unit temperature, Kelvin minus 1 it will come. Third option it is. Simple. So 2413. 2413. First option we are getting 2413. 1, yes, perfect. 1 sir, too easy, yes, too easy. Units and dimension questions are always easy. Next question on Young's modulus. Graph between weight of block and extension is given like this. Area of cross section of the wire is given. This is my area of cross section of the wire. This is the length. Okay. Find Young's modulus. How we write Young's modulus? Young's modulus is equals to stress divided by strain like this. Here my stress, here my force is the weight of that. Okay, so Young's modulus I can write weight length divided by area delta L like this. From this graph I can find delta L by W. Delta L divided by W is equal to, I need units also na. What is delta L here? 10 mm. So 10 mm means 10 to the power minus 3 divided by here 10. So W by L I need na. W by delta L comes out to be 10 to the power 3. 10 to the power 3. So this part I got 10 to the power 3. Let us put 10 to the power 3 into length is 1 divided by area. This is 10 to the power minus 5. So 10 to the power minus 5. So this will become 10 to the power 8. 10 to the power 8 Newton per meter square. Clear? Easy? Getting it? Good. Next question. Magnetic field at middle of two parallel wires carrying current 20 ampere and 10 ampere in opposite direction. So this current is 20 ampere in this direction, this current is 10 ampere in this direction. Due to an infinite wire at a distance r, the magnetic field is mu naught I by 2 pi r. Now let us do. Due to this wire, what is the distance? 4 centimeter. Magnetic field is inside. So mu naught I is 20 divided by 2 pi into r. Distance is 4 centimeters, so 4 by 100. What is the direction? inside means minus k cap. Now due to this second wire, the current is downward direction, still it is inside, isn't it? For this also it is inside, for that also it is inside. So plus mu naught I divided by 2 pi r minus k cap, like this. Now we can simplify. Can we simplify it from here? Mu naught by 2 pi or mu naught by 4 pi I can take common. Yes, mu naught by 4 pi minus k cap, this whole I took common, mu naught by 4 pi. So here 2 into 10 and it will become 1000 in the numerator, 1000, okay, 100 into 10 plus here 2 into 5. So this will become 500 in the numerator, 500. Now 1500 into mu naught by 4 pi is 10 to the power minus 7. So this is 15 into 10 to the power minus 5. 15 into 10 to the power minus 5, it means 150 micro Tesla, the magnitude I am talking about. Direct formula there. Yeah, it's a direct formula thing. Just you have to take care of the calculations. If there is any calculation mistake, you can still inform me. This is getting 1000 and this is getting 500, 1500 into 10 to the power minus 7. Things seems to be fine. Next question. A particle of mass 1 kg moves along a straight line such that its speed varies according to this. What is the work done in moving the particle from x is equals to 0 to x is equals to 5? Work done is equals to change in the kinetic energy. Okay. What is the initial velocity? X is 0, so 0. What is the final velocity? X is 5, so 2 into 5 square means 50. Change in the kinetic energy, half m v final square minus v initial square, half into the mass is 1 into v final square 2500, v initial square 0. So this comes out to be 1250 joules. 1250 joules, first option. Clear? Easy calculation, straightforward question. Shift, okay, somebody is mentioning in South Indian language. You can mention in English, we'll respond. A galvanometer is used for making an ammeter of range 500 milliampere when a shunt of 2 ohm is used. Okay, so this is my galvanometer, a shunt of 2 ohm, and this current is 500 milliampere. The same galvanometer is used to make a voltmeter of range 10 volt. Okay, this is galvanometer. That's when a resistance of 470 ohm, this is 470 ohm resistance, and now the drop across this is 10 volt. Okay, used. Then find the resistance of the galvanometer. Okay, let us take the current through the galvanometer is Ig, same here Ig. Now 10 is equals to Ig into G plus 470. Here 500 was coming out through the galvanometer, Ig is passing, rest is passing through here. So I can say this current will be divided in opposite ratio of the resistance. Either you can do that way or you can do other way also. 500 was coming, Ig is from here, so you can say from here 500 minus Ig will pass, like that you can say. Okay, that way also you can do. Now here this is in milliampere. Let us write this Ig is in milliampere. I am taking this in milliampere. Milliampere, okay, this is in milliampere. How should I write it? 10 is equals to Ig. This is in milliampere. Now here Ig into G is equals to, this current is 500 minus Ig. So 500 minus Ig into 2. Potential is the same, na? This potential same. From here I can find Ig and equate both the Igs. So this is Ig into G is equals to 1000. This is 500 into 2 is 1000 minus 2 Ig. So what it is? Ig into G plus 2, this is 1000. So Ig is equals to 1000 divided by G plus 2. This is Ig, and from here my Ig is 10 divided by G plus 470. Equate both of them. 1000 divided by G plus 2 is equals to 10 divided by G plus 470. 100, let us simplify it further. So this will become 100 into G plus 470 into 100 is equals to G plus 2. I think as I am putting this in milliampere, yeah, when I am putting this in milliampere, there is some calculation mistake that is being happening. So what I can do is, let us take this in ampere only, ampere only, ampere only. Here I am putting in ampere. So here I have to change this equation. Just a second. Here I am taking this in ampere. So this will be 0.5. This will be 0.5. Okay, 0.5 minus Ig. Now it will become fine. 0.5 minus, because units were getting, there were clash. Some here milliampere, some here you can say the SI unit. So 0.5 into Ig into 2 is equals to Ig into G. Now the equation should be fine. 1 minus 2 Ig is equals to Ig into G. Okay, so Ig comes out to be 1 divided by G plus 2. It should be fine now. Now let us equate. 1 divided by G plus 2 is equals to 10 divided by G plus 470. So G plus 470 is equals to 10G. This is 10G plus 20. So 9G comes out to be 450. Yes, so G comes out to be 50 ohm, which is second option. Previously what happened, somewhere in milliampere, somewhere you can say SI unit, therefore there was clash and the answer was coming wrong. So better to be always safe, and I took everything in SI, then things became fine. Okay, next question. Oh. So I hope we have done now, and we'll have now questions on on maths, I think. Let us see if someone is ready. Okay, few more questions we got, few more questions we got. So let us take these few more questions also. I got I got few more questions. Okay, galvanometer question I already discussed. We are having two more questions now. Let us discuss them also. Last two questions of physics. So we are having one question now on logic gates, and the another question we are having is on which topic? Induced EMF, I think. Let us see which questions were there. Just a second. Okay. So these questions we discussed. Oh. Where is that question? Two questions were there in physics. I think there is, just a second. Just a second. This is where the questions are. Logic gate questions were there, 2 questions, na? One question was logic gate. I was seeing that question and then it. Just a second. I think it's not downloaded then. I'm downloading it again. Yes. And let us open it now. One logic gate question is there where I think AND gates and OR gates are connected with each other. It's getting imported. Okay. It's a heavy file now. I think I lost the track, by the way. Just few more seconds. Bear with me. Yeah, I'm there. Logic gate question. The output for A is equals to 0, B is equals to 1 and A is equals to 1, B is equals to 1. Okay, these two sets are there. First take 0, 1, then see what is output. This is NOT gate, this will become 1. This is B is equals to 1, so 1 will go here. Yeah, this is 1, 1 is coming here. This is 1 here, B is 1 here. 1 and 1 OR will be equal to 1. 1 and 1 AND will be equal to 1. 1 and 1 first OR will be 1, then NOT will be 0. So for first I am getting 0. First 0, yeah. First I am getting 0. Then do 1, 1. Okay, then rub it. Then take 1, 1. So 1 and 1. Now this is 1, here 0. This is 1, here it is 1. This was 0 here, 0 will come here. 0, 1 and is 0. 0 here and 1 OR is 1. 1 and 0 OR is 0, then take 1 and 0 OR is 1, taking NOT is 0. So I am getting 0, 0 in both the cases. 0, 0 in both the cases. First I am getting. Next question. The maximum magnitude of EMF induced in square loop of side 2 cm due to major ranging magnetic field. This is the magnetic field which is making an angle 60 degree normal to the plane. Okay, this angle is 60 degree. So what is happening here is the magnetic field is varying with the time. The loop is not rotating here. Magnetic field is varying with time. The loop is fixed. It is magnetic field is always at 60 degree. So write the flux. Flux is B dot A, that is BA cos of 60. This angle is 60 degree, na? So BA cos of 60, BA. Now this is BA by 2. Right induced EMF, that is d phi by dt, just the magnitude, okay, mod of I am finding. So what it is now, A is constant, A by 2 into dB by dt. So A by 2 into, differentiate the equation of magnetic field, dB by dt. So 0.4 into 300, 0.4 into 300, instead of sine differentiation is cos, so cos of 300 into t. Easy differentiation. Now put the values and what we need to find, the maximum magnitude. I need maximum value of this. Maximum value of this will be when cos component will be 1. Cos component will be equal to 1. So my E max comes out to be A by 2 into, what is this, 0.4 into 300, 120. 120, so this is 60. So my E max comes out to be 60 into A. What is area? Side is 2 centimeter. 2 into 2, 4 centimeter square, 10 to the power minus 4. Now what it is? 240 into 10 to the power minus 4 means 24 millivolt. This comes out to be 24 millivolt. Okay, so we have completed the physics portion now, and now we'll have question on maths. So Dipendra sir, it's over to you. Dipendra sir is there. Let us see. Okay, so Dipendra sir, over to you.
All right, students, just give me a quick update. I hope I'm clearly visible and audible. A quick update. I hope I'm clearly visible and audible to all the participants. Let us get started with our discussion here. I hope I'm clearly visible and audible. Now, will you even call this a question? Will you even call this a question? Such a simple, straightforward, and absolutely doable question. I hope you all can see this question, a completely doable question. I think yes, Sumit sir has handed and I'm probably visible. Yes, you have the vector a1 which is -5, 1j and 2k, and a2 2i, 2j and 4k. The vector p is 2i, 12j -5k, and vector q 3i plus 4j minus k. With that, what do you need? I think first of all we find a2 minus a1. So a2 minus a1, when you find 2 minus -5 and then 2 minus 1 and then 4 minus 2, that's a2 minus a1, that is this. P cross q, I cap, j cap, k cap, 2, 12 minus 5 and 3, 4 minus 1. So you find P cross Q. I hope you do remember that. With that, to find the shortest distance, we find the projection of A2 minus A1 on P cross Q. So A2 minus A1 dot P cross Q upon P cross Q. So A2 minus A1 dot P cross Q, when you find, of course, P cross Q is going to be 8, minus 13 and minus 21. Its modulus will be in the denominator under root 8 square, 13 square and 28 square, which I'm not doing. You can do by yourself. I hope that's doable. And with that, the numerator part will be, of course, 7 into this, 1 into minus 13 and 2 into minus 28, and that will finally give you a2 minus a1 dot p cross q. Of course, you find its mod minus 13 plus 13, and the denominator gets also resolved. And with plus 13, I have only option B, and I think it will be possibly option B. But if something gets cancelled from the denominator, then it could be something else as well. So be careful with the calculation, and there you get the answer to this question. Now, this is again a very interesting, simple, and absolutely doable question. There you are given a quadratic, but this is not a real quadratic. It is a complex quadratic. So for real quadratic, you can find a to the power 8, alpha to the power 8 plus beta to the power 8 with sum of the roots and product of the roots. But here be careful, you got to find alpha and beta and then separately find alpha to the power 8 and beta to the power 8 and then add. So with that, what do? I simply solve this quadratic first of all. So I'll apply Sridhar Acharya formula, minus b plus minus under root over b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So when you solve this quadratic, this is what you get. Root 6 by 2 I take common, and there I get iota plus minus 1. So iota plus minus 1 means minus 1 plus iota times root 6 by 2, that's one of the roots. Plus 1 plus iota whole times root 6 by 2, that's your second root. Now I hope you remember, when you plot this beta, it will be in the first quadrant and it will be pi by 4. So this will be e to the power iota pi by 4. Euler form I'm converting here. This is minus 1 plus iota. So I hope you are understanding. Minus 1 plus iota means this is your complex number. So this angle will be 3 pi by 4. Everybody with me on this? So its Euler form will be e to the power iota 3 pi by 4 times its magnitude or modulus, which is root 6 by 2. Now, this is such a simple question. Alpha to the power 8 plus beta to the power 8. So, alpha to the power 8 means what? Root 6 by 2 to the power 8. Beta to the power 8 will also have root 6 by 2 to the power 8. So, that I take common. Then, when you raise this to the power 8, I hope you're understanding 4 into 2 is 8. So, you'll have 2 here. So, that gives you e to the power iota 6 pi. When you raise this to the power 8, here 4 into 2 is 8. So, here you get 2 iota pi. Everyone getting this? So even for 6 pi or 2 pi, it is going to be 1. So this is 1, this is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 into this, I hope you know how to simplify this, and there you'll get the final answer. So that final calculation part I'm skipping, believing you all are good at, since you all are JEE aspirants. Let's focus on this question. Don't get scared by the length of this question. Again, one of the easiest questions. If I could simply begin with this data, look at this quadratic. Something into x square minus 3x plus something is equal to 0, where n is a real number. Great. Then alpha is the minimum value of the product of the roots. Sir, what is the product of the roots? Sir, product of the roots is c upon a, which means this square gets cancelled by this. So alpha into beta. sorry, alpha into beta, forget that, product of the roots. So product of the roots I'm denoting by POR, that is going to be C upon A, which is n square minus 2n plus 2, its minimum value. Can I write this plus 2 as 1 plus 1? So I hope you're understanding here, this part is perfect square, n square minus 2n plus 1, that is n minus 1 whole square plus 1. So with that, all I can say is that here its minimum value, this perfect square becomes 0, its minimum value. So with this, minimum value will be 1. So what are we told? The product of the roots has the minimum value as alpha. So the minimum value of this expression is 1. So alpha will be 1. Everybody got this? Now from here, the next part, sum of the roots. It says sum of the roots has maximum value as beta. First of all, let's write sum of the roots. So that is minus b upon a. So it will be 3 upon n minus 1 whole square plus 1, because a is nothing but n square minus 2n plus 2. So its maximum value will be found when this is minimized, and this has minimum value as 1, as we have already discussed. So if this achieves its minimum value, this expression achieves its maximum value. So it will be 3 upon its minimum value, which is 1. So 3 upon 1 will be 3. So we have received the beta as 3. So alpha we have received as 1, beta we have received as 3. Now what are we told? We are told that there is a GP which has first term as alpha. So first term as alpha was 1, and common ratio is alpha upon beta. Common ratio is alpha upon beta, which is 1 by 3. So we have a GP whose sum of first 6 terms I need to find. So a into r to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1. So a is 1, r is 1 by 3 to the power 6 minus 1 upon 1 by 3 minus 1. Can you do it by yourself from here? I hope it is absolutely doable again, and you will get your final answer by simple calculation. Was it not again an easy question and absolutely doable? You may call it lengthy, but I wouldn't even call it lengthy. Look at this question, such a silly and simple question, mean and variance. So when you talk about mean, sum of all the observations divided by number of observations, that will be it. From there you'll get an equation in A and B. Variance, sum of squares of all these observations divided by number of observations minus square of mean. So that is given as 16. So from there you will get an equation in A square and B square. I hope you're understanding. Sum of all the observations will be this, divided by number of observation is mean. So from there you get an equation in A and B that you receive as 16. Comfortably getting that, everyone? Then sum of squares of all the observations, that is A square plus B square, and square of all the other observations is 424, divided by 7 minus square of mean. Mean was 8. So square of mean is 64, is equal to the variance. So by solving this, you get an equation in A square and B square, which is 136. Everybody getting this? Everybody. From here, I get an equation in A and B, which is 16, another equation in A and B by 136. Now, I am a teacher. I could use Google Lens or Chat GPT. So I gave it two equations, A plus B is 16, A square plus B square is 136. You are not supposed to do that. What you will do is, A, you will replace by 16 minus B here. So we'll get a quadratic in B, and you solve it. So you get two values of B, which are going to be 10 and 6. Although I Googled it very quickly. So with that, I got A and B. I hope you are understanding how are you supposed to do it. So with that, now please understand there is a catch. So once you receive B, either 10 or 6, so A depends. A will be 6 in case of 10 and A will be 10 in case of 6. So there will be two answers to this question. Now we are asked the equation whose roots are 2a plus 1 and 3b plus 2. So if I take this pair, I'll get a different answer, because if I take this pair, 2a plus 1 will be 21 and 3b plus 2, which will be 18 plus 2, that is 20. So 21 comma 20. I hope you're understanding it, everyone. If I take 6 comma 10, so 6 into 2, 12, 12 plus 1 is 13, and 10 means what? 30 plus 2, that is 32. I hope there is no confusion on that. So here in this case, you got to understand this conclusion that here quadratic will be different. If let's say there is a quadratic whose roots are 21 and 20, it will be a different quadratic. And if there is a quadratic whose roots are 13 and 32, it will be a different quadratic. So two answers you'll receive. You got to match which option matches. Everybody got this. Everybody understood this. With that, when I move ahead with the next question, here again, we come again with this question. How do we solve this? Again, a brilliant one, a simple one, and a straightforward one, and absolutely doable. Absolutely doable. What are we given here? Let's focus on that. This is limit x approaches to 10 of x minus 2 upon x minus 2 into r x square minus plus p minus 2x minus 2p by x minus 2 whole square. So I'm splitting this x minus 2 like this. We know 10 of x minus 2 upon x minus 2 when x approaches 2 approaches 1. So this vanishes. So this limit is something finite 5, but here the denominator is approaching 0 because when x approaches 2, this denominator approaches 0. So it should be a 0 by 0 form, which means the numerator should also approach 0. So when x is replaced by 2 here, the numerator should be 0. So 2 means what? 4r 2 times p minus 2 minus 2p. So 4r 2 times p minus 2 minus 2p. When you solve this, 2p and 2p are cancelled. 4r minus 4 is 0, which means r you receive as 1. Everybody getting that? So if I have received r as 1, I substitute the value of r as 1 here, which means this has already vanished. This has already vanished. I'm left with this limit. And when I solve this limit with the value of r as 1, with the value of r as 1, I get x square plus p minus 2x minus 2p upon x minus 2 is equals to 5. So I will split this numerator. I will split this numerator now. Everybody getting this? So I will factorize it. So it is px minus 2x. So here it is x square plus px minus 2x minus 2p. So when I factorize it, one of the factors I receive as x plus p, other factor I receive as x minus 2. So x minus 2 and x minus 2 are cancelled. Here I have x plus p in the numerator divided by 1. And when x approaches 2, so 2 plus p is 5. So there I receive p as 3. The question is not done yet. It is still left with one more part of this question. So we have received p and r. We have received p and r. Let's talk about this part. There is a quadratic, rx square minus px plus q. So r is 1, p is 3. So quadratic is x square minus 3x plus q is equal to 0. Now what are we told? We are told that for this quadratic, this quadratic has roots lying in 0 to 2. So if this quadratic has roots lying between 0 to 2, so 0 will be here, 2 will be here, and alpha beta could be either here or it will be just touching the x-axis. That I don't care. So I hope you are understanding there will be 4 cases. F of 0 should be positive, f of 2 should be positive. Third condition, the vertex of this parabola should be between 0 to 2, because here if I make 0 positive, then 0 and 2 could both lie here. So that case I should exclude. So here minus b by 2a, the vertex should be between 0 to 2. And the fourth condition, because it is still not sufficient, it should have 2 real roots, maybe distinct or equal. Discriminant should be greater than or equal to 0. So first case, f of 0 should be positive. So 0, 0, that means q should be positive. Second condition, f of 2 should be positive, which means here 2 square is 4 minus 6 plus q should be positive. So with that, q should be greater than 2. So q greater than 0, q greater than 2, that concludes q should be greater than 2. Third condition, minus b by 2a. Minus b by 2a means what? I hope you can see minus b by 2a is 3 by 2. This should lie between 0 to 2. So this clearly lies between 0 to 2 because it is 1.5. So that also matches. Now the final condition, discriminant should be greater than or equal to 0. Discriminant is b square, which is 9 minus 4ac. So that is 4q should be greater than or equal to 0. So that means 4q should be less than or equal to 9. So that means q should be less than or equal to 9 by 4. So q is greater than 2, q is less than 9 by 4. So q lies between 2 to 9 by 4. So I hope there you have alpha, there you have beta, and finally you can find alpha plus beta, which is not going to be a tough task. Everybody understood that conclusion? Can I move ahead with the next question? What does it say? This line intersects this circle at points P and Q. There is a point M alpha comma beta such that MP is equals to MQ. Then this is what they are asking. First of all, there is a circle which has center plus 4 comma minus 3, and there is a line which is x minus y is equals to 4. Let's say this is that line. It is intersecting this circle at 2 points P and Q. Everybody getting this comfortably? Now what are we told? That MP and MQ are equal. There is a point M on this circle. So of course there is a point M. So that point M could be either here or here, because this MP and MQ are equal. So that can happen only in either this case or this case. First of all, I hope you're getting it. Which means this line will be bisecting this PQ. It will be on perpendicular bisector. So perpendicular bisector plus the line will be intersecting the circle at either M and M dash. So that will be my point. Either M or M dash will be my point M. Now with that, I hope you're understanding. X minus y is equals to 4. If I wish to write the equation of a line which is perpendicular to it, so I just got to swap the coefficients and change one of the signs. So it will be x plus y is equals to c, the line which is perpendicular to this line. I hope you know these basics. With that, I know that this line mm dash passes through this point. So this point will satisfy the equation of the line. So 4 minus 3 is equals to c. So there I get c as 1. Everybody getting that? With that, what I have is x plus y is equals to 1, which means y is equals to 1 minus x. Now what I need to do is I need to find the point of intersection of this circle and this straight line. So y is equals to 1 minus x. Y is equals to 1 minus x. I put in the equation of the circle. So this is x minus 4 whole square. And this y, 1 minus x, is going to be 1 minus x plus 3, which is 4 minus x whole square. So either x minus 4 square or 4 minus x square, both are same because it is squared. So it will be double of x minus 4 square is equals to 9. So x minus 4 square will be 9 by 2. So x minus 4 will be plus minus 3 by root 2, which means x will be 4 plus minus 3 by root 2. So I hope you're getting two values because m and m dash. So if I take 4 plus 3 by root 2, I'll get y because y was 1 minus x. So I'll get minus 3 by root 2, or minus 3 plus 3 by root 2 if I take minus sign here. So I have got an m. So I have gotten 2 points, m or m dash. Now whichever you wish to take, you will get the same answer. You either take m or m dash, you will get the same answer in both of these cases. I hope you got that point. I hope you have understood that conclusion. So with that, we have reached to the end of this video, reached to the end of the analysis of this. And with that, I'll be handing it over to Gaurav sir, who will be taking you finally towards the chemistry part. So let me just check whether he is available or not. So I hope Gaurav sir must be joining. With that, I will get a quick confirmation from us and then I'll be ending it. So let me just get a quick confirmation from Gaurav sir. If he confirms, then I'll be leaving this discussion. So he hasn't confirmed yet. Okay, so great. I am ending it from my side.
Yes, and after ages, I am back. So I hope I am audible. Although I definitely understand after giving the paper of your lifetime, you people will be willing to have that break, and that break entails also giving to all of us. So tomorrow there is no paper. After that we'll be having paper on 8th of April. So all the people who are having paper on 8th, Lakshmi, your shift is on 8th. So all the very best. And in the meantime, after returning after ages post physics and mathematics discussion, let us finish this discussion of chemistry. Few questions we are left with. If excess of silver nitrate is added to this much molar and this much ml of solution of this, now this is not a question where you have to predict, sir, what is the ionizable valency, because the question is itself giving you the IUPAC name. So it is actually a question testing your IUPAC common nomenclature trend for complex compounds. So let us write the formula of the complex. It is having tetra aqua, as in it is having 4 water molecules as ligand. So, and chromium is the metal ion having 4 water as a ligand, 2 chlorine as ligand. So coordination number 6 done, and it is having chloride outside, but I do not know how many chlorides. So rather let us just check, because chromium oxidation is +3. So this is +3. Water is neutral, but chlorine is -2. So overall charge will be +1, and that +1 will be coming over here because this 1 and 1 will be getting cancelled. That means this is my beautiful complex, and it is having how many chlorine as ionizable valency? Only 1. So 1 mole of this will be reacting with obviously AgNO3 to produce 1 mole of AgClPpt. I hope everybody is clear with this. So if 1 is producing 1, then definitely, sir, n moles of this will be producing n moles of this. Sir, moles of this is directly given. How? Molarity into volume. This is 100 ml or 0.1 liters. So this is 5 into 10 raised to the power -2 and into 10 raised to the power -1. So this n clearly is 5 into 10 raised to the power -3, and this is the value you are desired for. So answer is beautifully and simply yes. Abhilash Reddy, okay, Reddy is back. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Dharav. So moving to the next question, again a classical question from atomic structure relating the velocities with wavelength. So what is it? De Broglie wavelength. De Broglie wavelength is nothing but h upon mass into velocity. So for a same particle, h is always constant, and for the same particle, mass will also be constant. So lambda will be proportional to this velocity v. We have to find the velocity v1 is to v2 ratio. So it will rather be inversely related. So lambda of first upon lambda of second. Lambda first is given out to be lambda only, and while velocity is v2, lambda is 3 by 2 times of lambda. So again, easy peasy question, 3 by 2 will be your answer. हाँ बेटा, खजाना is available. I mean, if you go for infinity batch, then definitely it will be available. But just before making the purchase, if you need any clarifications, go to the section where you can ask questions from the bot. Obviously, the team will be contacting you back. है ना? चलो, moving to the next question. Although the question appears difficult, but it is rather very easy. So don't leave such question with a frame this many thing, nothing is asked. The concentration of AXBY is C molar, and you are supposed to give the relationship between K and Kp. So AXBY will be dissociating to form the cation AY and anion B minus X. How many moles of this X? How many moles of this Y? At equilibrium, its concentration we will C minus C alpha, because alpha is its degree of dissociation given. So this will be forming X C alpha. This will be forming Y C alpha. I hope everybody is clear with this. Now it is just a simple common sense. Equilibrium constant K is nothing but concentration of A plus Y, which is X C alpha times of X. I mean times of as in raised to the power X. Concentration of B is Y C alpha raised to the power Y upon, what is the concentration of this reactant, sir? C taking out to be common, 1 minus alpha raised to the power 1, because stoichiometry is simply 1. Now, the question is even helping you by saying that you have to consider alpha is very less than 1. So if alpha is very less than 1, then 1 minus alpha is nothing but 1, because alpha is very small. And ultimately this C and power of C will be getting subtracted, because this I have C raised to the power 1 in the denominator. So rather this will be equal to X raised to the power X into Y raised to the power Y into concentration raised to the power X plus Y, and yes, but this C will make it minus 1, and alpha raised to the power X plus Y. I hope everybody is clear with this. Now, what we have to find, we have to find alpha. So I need alpha at the LHS side. So let me take it. Okay, let me do it here only, because then I have to switch slide and I have to check it again and again. So I'm doing it over here. So this alpha I'm calculating. So alpha is definitely this is K multiplied by, okay, there's nothing in the denominator, so nothing multiplied, so upon X raised to the power X into Y raised to the power Y into concentration raised to the power X plus Y minus 1 whole raised to the power, because this was X plus Y, so this will be 1 upon X plus Y. So nothing, you just practically have to do nothing. So power is X plus Y over here, not over here, not over here, and over here also. Let us check. Okay, it is having K concentration raised to the power X plus Y minus 1 X raised to the power. So this is obviously your right answer. Advance, sir. In class, I'll be available for SDV. Okay. Advance, sir. In WhatsApp, sir, I've enrolled infinity batch of Lux JEE English. Perfect. But it is not. That's what I said, Parnika. That although you should definitely put that in the to the team. They'll be coming back to you. That whether it is. That's why I said that you should always go to the chat section and discuss those things with the team. Although we at PW will be definitely entertaining with whatever you feel comfortable with and whatever we maximum can offer. है ना? चलो. Moving to the next question. We are having few questions. So, sir, chromium and manganese. All the options are basically comparing between chromium and manganese. Chromium is what? Chromium is, sir, 4s1 3d5. Okay. Manganese is what? Sir, manganese is 4s2 and 3d5 again. Okay. So if I want to take first electron, the first electron will be removed from where? Chromium plus will be formed when this 4s1 will be gone. So 3d5. So here this is gone. Sir, very easy, because this will be half filled. So this will rather be willing to to take place. But once you have to form Mn plus 2, this has to be removed from a fully filled 4s. So this is rather a stable configuration, so it will resist. Obviously we can see it will resist. That means Mn plus, it will be lesser and this magnitude will be much larger. So let us check the first ionization. First ionization of magnesium, manganese is larger, so no. This is second and first, and this is second. So let us now go to second. Now once you would want to remove one electron from chromium plus and form chromium plus 2, I have to remove electron from 3d5 stable configuration, and it will acquire a less stable partial configuration. So obviously here the magnitude of this will be higher, because obviously that once this is removed, rather manganese plus 2 will be having stable configuration, so this will definitely be less. So for chromium, second is higher. Yes, option 2 is telling you the same. Second ionization energy is always larger than first, no matter you are comparing for different species, but still they are approximately same, so second will be much higher. So this is obviously wrong. And ionization of manganese, no, this is obviously of chromium, it is larger for the second value. So obviously this is a mains level of question, so option 2 is our answer. So Parnika, okay, I have answered your question. Dubey is saying option 1. Yes, no, Dubey, option 2 beta. I hope you are clear. Okay, so what about advanced beta? Once we are done with mains, we have already started our batch Laksh, Prayas and Arjuna JEE in English. So if you are planning to take that drop, then obviously we are available. And for all the students who are going for the advanced paper, we will be definitely taking care of you. We'll be definitely planning for the YouTube sessions also. Okay, chalo. Moving forward now. The next question is from thermodynamics also, equilibrium also. The question says C4H8 on dissociating, forming this. This is degree of dissociation alpha, and total pressure is given out to be 1 atm, and then finally you have to calculate delta G naught. But how to calculate delta G naught? First you need to find the value of K. So let's say initially I started with P naught. So this is P naught minus P naught alpha, and this will be 2 P naught alpha. Why you are saying, sir, alpha? Because alpha is given. Why you are saying P naught? Because for total pressure is given. So rather doing it directly for total pressure. And what will be the total pressure, sir? So total pressure will be this plus this, as in P naught plus P naught alpha, which is given out to be 1. So P naught into 1 plus alpha, which is 0.75. So I have my value of P naught, which is 1 upon 1.75. This is my equation 1. Now I need to find the value of K first. So value of equilibrium constant will be partial pressure of product squared. So what is partial pressure of product, sir? 2 P naught alpha. So 2 into alpha into P naught squared upon, sir, upon this, which is P naught into 1 minus alpha. Now something is getting cancelled. What? In the numerator I'll be having 4, then alpha squared, then 1 P naught. Why? Because this is squared and 1 P naught will be getting cancelled, and this is 1 minus alpha. Let us quickly put the value. So 4 into 0.75 squared into P naught is definitely 1.75. Okay, 1 upon 1.75, this is value of P naught, into 1 minus alpha. Alpha is 0.75, so 1 minus alpha is 0.25. Now, yes, this was a bit calculative beta, and if you calculate, you will get somewhere around, calculation I am not doing over here, somewhere around 5.14, 5.13. Yes, this calculation you have to do. Once you do this calculation, what is delta G naught, sir? It is minus 2.303 into 8.314, which is 2.303. RT, I guess temperature is 300. Let us check. It is 298. So yes, ultimately beta for this question it was quite calculative, into log of 5.14. So this approximation, I mean this, maybe the value of log will be given, or else this log value is given, log 9 upon 1 point. So this, through this, I guess 9 you can create for value of K, you can create this, because 1.17 I have over here. And obviously, yes beta, you do not have to calculate this in that case, because it is alpha is given, na? So this is 1.75. Let us not disturb it. This is 1 by 4. That is 3 by 4. So 3 by 4 squared and a 4 over here. So let me write 3 by 4 2 times. So this is 1 3 by 4, this is another 3 by 4. So 1 4 1 4 gone, 1 4 1 4 gone. This is clearly 9 by 1.75. Okay, so initially some students said nothing was given, but yes, because obviously printing it is there. So so you have the advantage of not calculating k. This is k and log k is given. So if you solve, I guess somewhere around you will be getting something 0.1 minus 4 point something if you try to convert it in kilojoule. So in order to convert it into kilojoule, you have to divide by 1000. So this will be 4 point something kilojoule. You just have to give the magnitude. So magnitude of delta G naught will be definitely 4. है ना? चलो. So I guess this is it. Acha, I have this one question more. Although I have explained this question, but some students have given this question in another format. So let me do this one also for you. That you have to consider this reaction. This is CH3CN. This is Grignard reagent. So this is plus a nucleophilic addition will be taking place. So this is CH3. The triple bonded N will become double bonded having CH3 attached, and this minus will be taking MgX plus. Post hydrolysis, so this will be gone. Ammonia will be released and I'll be getting a ketone over here. So this is nothing but acetone. This is my P. Now, alkyne on sir acidic hydration. I mean, we had acidic hydration question, but some students said this was the type of question. So I have taken that question also because I was sitting waiting for maths and physics. So CH3 COO CH3. This is 3 carbon. So sir, that means this is also acetone. Yes. So sir, both are acetone. Yes. So P and Q both are acetone. Yes. Sir, in presence of base and heat, what will happen? Self-aldol. So self-aldol as in, so this is CH3, CO, CH3. It will be attacked by another molecule. So let's say another molecule, this CH3 will become CH2 having C double bond O and CH3. So it must have attacked. Whenever it attacks, whenever the nucleophile attack, the double bond O becomes OH. Now this is alpha carbonyl group. This is alpha carbon, this is beta carbon. So alpha loses H, beta loses OH, and on heating they form CH3C, again a CH3, a double bonded CH, C double bond O and CH3. That means I am having 1 2 3 4 5 carbon straight chain with 4 carbon having methyl, second carbon having ketonic group. So second carbon having ketonic group, but no, it should be alpha beta. So this is wrong. Yes, this is alpha beta, methyl group also. So this is correct. This is also alpha beta, but no methyl group. This is also alpha beta. Okay, this can, acha, but here it is not coming at the second position. So obviously option 2 is your right answer. I guess I have discussed more questions because I have discussed the iteration also. And why I did that? Because I was having quite a lot of time sitting back. Chalo beta. So all the very best. We'll be meeting soon on 8th of April. All the very best for your paper. By the time revised properly, whatever is the area where you feel you are falling back, kindly revise and attempt questions from that area only. This is it from our side.